Ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no
Ain't no
valley
valley
low
low
enough.
enough
Ain't no river wide enough to
to
keep
keep
me from
me from
getting to
getting to
you,
you,
babe.
Brandon.
Oh, Maggie, that was so sweet. Uh,
If we did karaoke, what song would we do? Now it has to be like either like a friendship or a couple song because you asked me when we went live and I said Defying Gravity, and that's not. I mean, I guess it is.
it is. It depends.
Unlimited.
Yeah.
Our
Together
future is.
we're
Yeah.
um
Maybe
hmm.
that's a
Let's
friendship vibe.
that one's a good one. Gosh, I'm blanking on like duets. I was disappointed no one sang Espresso, even though it's technically not a duet. I just could see Kenzie singing it.
LOL, you know what I thought they were gonna do? The like one from High School Musical. We're soaring,
Wait, that could be
flying.
ours. That's
That
a
could be
good one.
ours.
I
That's a
like
good
that
duet.
one. That one's good.
Um,
Some people were
yeah, I
saying
think that's
Melanie and Sincere should have sang Gotta Go My Own Way from High School Musical
I
2,
got
but
a breakup song.
instead they did Grease.
What's the one? Like fire and rain. Wait, I think
You can
that's
drive me insane. Camp Rock 2.
yeah, okay. Camp Rock 2 off the dome. He already knew. I'm asking the right person.
LOL, don't ask Madison. She'll know like everything. I'm kind of blanking on the
It's
title.
me, you,
Um,
you, we don't see eye to eye.
like fire and
That
rain.
was fun.
That was.
Guys, it's the last week of Love Island.
It is, y'all. Not our last episode just yet. We'll have the finale, but it's the last week, which means low-key the most boring week, which is fine.
Yeah, things have subsided significantly. We're at a calm now, the calm after the storm,
Yes.
and we're trying to find things to talk about.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it would be better, honestly, if the week was cut in half.
Yeah.
Because like they just ended up talking about like all the same things like all week. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm exhausted. Like you can talk about it once, but like
Right. Right. Like who's closing off? Dylan and Mackenzie, like let's figure it out. It if we're being honest, it could have ended Thursday. The finale could have been Thursday.
it could have been.
We could have summed up these days really quick. Nice little bow. Boop.
I
Finish.
agree. It could have been karaoke. Then the next day, okay, elimination top four. Or like next day, let us vote. And then Monday, whatever. Tuesday, top four was revealed.
Yeah.
Thursday, finale.
Finale.
Boom.
Because I really think that, like, I'm sure the show has to go for a certain length of time, like, as part of their contract. But, like, did we need Friday's episode of them just eating gross food? We skipped it, by the way.
We did.
I'm not doing this anymore. In 2026, Magdala doesn't do stuff she doesn't want to do. Okay? I'm not watching that shit. We
We
skipped
will be
over it.
saying no to the gross food challenges.
Yeah, like, why was it necessary?
It wasn't.
And it used to be a Casa challenge, no? I remember Serena and Cordell doing it in Casa.
I
And then I
remember
remember, I
that.
think last year they did it right after Casa. Why the fuck is it on Friday night? Before the date,
Friday
like the.
finale night or like finale week.
Yeah, before the finale. Why are we doing this?
I don't know. It was really stupid and unnecessary.
It's
So
kind
we
of
did
giving
skip.
like. Yeah, I was like, can we all do we all vote to skip? And then it's kind of giving like Big Brother in how like you do ridiculous things for the sake of doing ridiculous things, but even Big Brother doesn't get that weird, you know?
No, it's more just like,
Humiliating.
yeah,
Not nasty.
you're on a wall and they're shooting gross things at you.
Yeah, or you're Lord of the Latrine and you have to like supervise the bathroom all day. Like it's
Yes.
funny. Or you have to make apple pies every time a song is sang. Or an alien follows you around the house and throws watermelon on the floor. Like I don't know why those are the ones I remember first, but like
Those are
that's
great
like
ones.
yeah. Top 10. You
Oh,
have to wear a red bodysuit. You know what I mean? This is humiliating and nasty. Fish
yeah.
heads?
And when Kenzie was like on Dylan, just like, I never want to eat ketchup again. I was just like, y'all, this
Mm.
is so gross.
Nasty. Nasty, nasty.
But with that being said, should we jump into the episodes and go through this week?
Yeah, let's do it. Can you hear the
Uh,
cat?
I can't. Maggie's
You
joined by
can't?
some cats, but I don't hear them. I don't
Oh, you
think
don't hear
y'all
them?
can.
Okay, great,
No,
great. Let me know if y'all hear them.
it's just
Yes.
friends of the pod.
If you haven't heard, I moved and I live with cats. and one just was really close. But yes, let's get it. Oh wait, hey y'all! I welcome to the Shade of It
Oh
All.
my
I'm
gosh.
I'm Maggie.
Yes, hi, I'm Brandon.
We're
Welcome.
so rude. I'm so sorry.
That was very rude of us. Um, sorry.
Sorry.
Uh,
We do a podcast and you can follow us.
if you're listening, oh Jesus, I forgot. I do my spiel before now, guys. Look, we're all thrown off. We're recording on a different day than usual. This
Yeah.
week was uninspiring. Like, sorry, but as Maggie was saying, we do a podcast, and you're
Mm-hmm.
listening to it right now. And
Mm-hmm.
if you're listening or watching, you should rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. Give us 5 stars. If you leave a review, we shout those out.
Yep.
On Spotify, you can also rate us 5 stars. You can leave comments on the videos. That's super fun. If you want to see our beautiful faces instead of just listening to our beautiful voices, you could subscribe to our YouTube channel at the Shade of It All
Yes.
podcast.
You can watch
Um,
us.
yes. And if you want to watch us even more or like see other fun videos, we have our TikTok at the Shade of It All podcast. And then also we have our Patreon at the Shade of It All, where for only $3 a month, you can watch shows live with us weekly.
Yeah.
We just had our final Love Island one, sadly, mainly sadly because the episode wasn't great. But
Yeah.
that's okay. We have to find our next show to cover. We consulted our board of directors and are waiting for their results.
We consulted our board of governors, aka Jalissa and Asia and Madison, kinda. And then if you're on Patreon, I think that we will involve you in the decision-making process as well as we
Yes.
narrow it down. So become a patron if you want to tell us what show we should watch next. We are gonna watch Big Brother, kinda.
Yeah, we'll probably lightly cover Big Brother. Like we
Yeah.
did that last time where we talked about it a little.
Yeah, every
But
now and then.
yeah, it's just too much to cover
Mhm.
weekly, I would say, especially with live feeds and everything.
Yeah. But if you have a suggestion, put it in the comments. Let us know.
Yes, let us know.
We read them.
We do, and we respond.
And we respond. So talk
And
to
I
us.
also read the threads comments where people try to scrap. Just kidding, people. Well, some people do, other people don't, but
so funny. It's actually kind of crazy. I've only been on social media for a little bit. Whenever I go on threads, it's to talk to y'all or to or I just see content that's not Love Island. Like somehow I consistently miss Love Island content.
Yeah. Look, you come in at random times. It's pretty funny. But we do talk
bye,
all the time.
bye.
Well, because I'm watching Love Island UK now and catching up, and it is so good.
Yeah.
It is better than USA, at least this season. But
listen, I saw 2 clips and I was like, I want to watch UK. I want to watch UK. It looks so good. Who is this queen in Casa Amor who's eating these people up? I'm like,
Mara.
Can you host a masterclass, please?
But honestly, she really did it effortlessly. I think I'm on episode 21 now. I'm not at Casa yet,
Brandon,
or as they say, Casa.
Oh, they call it Casa.
Casa Amor.
Casa Amor.
But I skipped because they have unseen bits. I'm not watching that shit. That's how I know sometimes threads. I'm like looking at their takes. Some people are like, get rid of Aftersun and put on unseen bits. I'm like, what?
Yeah, what's unseen bits?
It's just like unseen moments.
Like during Aftersun or just an episode of unseen?
Just an episode of unseen.
And it's long?
Yeah, it's like 40 something minutes.
Oh my God, damn. UK has money.
I think USA used to do it. I think season 2 had that because remember season 2 didn't have an Aftersun.
Yeah, I don't know why I don't remember unseen. Maybe that did.
We didn't cover it.
Oh, I see. We skipped it intentionally. That sounds like me.
We're like, why are we watching unseen bits? This is pointless.
Telling me not to do something is as if I never knew it was going to happen in the first place. I just I completely, what's that about? Oh, so then should we start with Aftersun?
Oh yeah. Okay, so let's cover the episodes. I forget what episode number did you start with?
29.
29. So Aftersun was 28. So we're doing 28 to 33, 34.
Yeah, because I stopped at 31, you had 32 and 33, yeah.
Yeah, it's in the title. But Aftersun last week, I'm kind of forgetting, but it had Jen, Gall, Amora.
Oh yeah, we saw them get their phones. Jen, Gall,
Jaden,
Amora,
Caleb. Caleb
Yeah.
had kind of a personality, still not much, but somehow he has a
Wait,
million
wasn't Sierra there
followers.
too?
Yes. Well,
Okay.
she's the host.
No, sorry. What's that girl's name? Amor. Oh, you said Amor.
Amora.
Amora, yes, you said Amora.
I did.
Sorry. Why did I think Amora's name was Sierra?
Oh.
Oh, God.
But there wasn't anything crazy. Jen was funny. Gall apologized to Jen. Um, and then Caleb kind of showed his personality.
Yep, that
That's
was it.
it.
Jen is me as fuck though. Like, how the fuck are you sending me home and then like I brought you here?
Yeah.
And I really actually do feel like Gaul kind of played her to stay in the villa.
Oh yeah.
So when she was like, "I'm so glad you left with me," I was like, "No, me too, girl. I'm so glad he also left with you."
No, it was perfect. It was a really instant karma.
Yeah,
And
I
she
wonder
did
if
have
she's a
a
Leo.
bar. You know what? She might be. We gotta
I'm gonna
look her
look.
up. Actually,
I'm
I
gonna
don't know
look.
if anyone's been a Leo this season, which is kind of wild.
Really? No, there's no way.
Um, but what was it? She said something. She was like, "A crush is just a lack of information," which is very true.
I was like, not you dropping bars. Wait, why haven't we heard this girl this whole time?
I know they didn't really start to show her towards the end, but at least
She's a
they showed her a
Gemini.
little. So,
Oh, she's from Melbourne.
oh
That's like
yeah,
right here.
it is close to us.
Wow. Okay, Jen.
That's why
Maybe
we
we had
feel a
some kind
closeness
of.
to her.
Yeah, we feel close to you somehow, Jen.
Oh, but
Okay.
yeah, that was pretty much it for Aftersun.
LOL. And then always love to see Tuffy and Sierra. They had their
Yes,
popcorn. They had their little their bits are so cute. I love them. I
no,
love
they're
them so
perfect.
much. They are perfect. That's the best word to describe them. No
The
notes.
people who
Amazing.
hate, the hate doesn't make sense for them. It's nothing ever like actually critical. It's like they switch up, they change their opinions. And it's just like, well, people change their opinions when you
Yeah, am
see
I not
more
allowed when I get
things.
new information to think of things differently?
Also, like Sierra said they filmed for 6 hours and we see less than an hour. And she's like, we literally cover everything. I'm not in charge of what they show. So it's like, are they switching up or are they just showing a different perspective now?
The fact that y'all have bothered her to the point where she had to say something is annoying. You're lucky
No,
she said anything. I'm so sorry for them. I'm so sorry, Sierra, that these people are bothering you. I'm so sorry.
that part. And then the funniest comment is because they, at this most recent After Sun, they cried for Melanie. Like it was a really emotional episode.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would see a comment under every episode, but they slammed Melanie so much before. And I want to be like, when?
Yeah, I don't remember them slamming Melanie. I remember them being like, Melanie needs to pick herself. They said that in this one, the first one, 28. They're like,
Yeah,
Melanie needs to choose herself. Melanie needs to stand up for herself, things like that. But they didn't say like, oh, Melanie sucks and she's stupid and she's a dumbass. Like,
that's what you would think. People were like, they slammed her, they shamed her, they hated her. And mind you, in the first episode, Tevi says, I see a younger me in Melanie.
yeah, no, I think they both said something to the effect of like, we've all been a Melanie at one point in time. Like, we can get Melanie. I don't know why it seems like we're bored. We're bored. We need something to do. We need something to do, I guess.
I will say TikTok has taught me this, and then also the Love Island audience. Too many people have access to publicly express their opinions. Like, too many people have phones.
It's that damn phone. Like my mama always used to say.
Some
No,
people,
it's
yeah,
yeah.
some people try to say Sierra wasn't there in person because she was scared of Casey.
I was like, or she's on another show that she's on Summer House that
That
records in the
part.
summer.
Also,
So she
what's
can't
the
be in the face.
implication there? What are y'all
Right.
actually trying to say?
Why would she be afraid of KC?
Why would anyone be afraid of Casey? Like y'all are mm. There's a lot of ass backwards commentary and logic. And that's the theme. Anyways.
And microaggression just keep microaggressing. I'm tired because what? Why would Sierra specifically, not Teffy, only Sierra be afraid of KC?
Mm. With that, should we jump into karaoke night?
And why should someone be afraid of KC, a man who is He talks a lot of shit, but like, what does Casey do that Sierra should be afraid of him?
That part, he's done
Think about what
nothing
the fuck you're
scary.
saying and the fuck you're implying.
Hmm.
Episode 29. We have to go back, okay? And then if you're still like I always say it, but like if you want to skip ahead, use the chapters. We do a whole week of a breakdown in one sitting, okay? But we start with episode 29, okay? So two couples were just dumped with Jen. We talked about who was in Aftersun. Okay. So all of the couples are real. This vote really fucked with everybody.
It
Okay.
did.
Because if you remember, this is the one where they had to all pick two people to be dumped and put
Hmm.
broken hearts by them and all that other stuff. So it was a lot. I remember watching this and being like, man, this is really boring. And then so much happened from it. I was like, dang, I should have paid more attention. Because I was like, I just had it on the background. Like, oh, okay, Melanie got one. Oh, Sincere got one. Yeah, okay, crazy. Kenzie and Dylan are talking, and Kenzie's upset that Melanie voted for her. And she said that she's upset at the comment that Melanie made, and that she said that Melanie or that Kenzie wasn't finished exploring. And she's upset because Melanie never brought that up to her. Sincere and Melanie are talking, and Sincere or Melanie knows that Kenzie's mad. And they also realized that they were just one vote away from going home, which is a pretty big deal. And Sincere says their relationship isn't toxic. They've had toxic moments, but their relationship isn't toxic. They just do toxic things sometimes. But they're not toxic people.
So Sincere, I want to ask you, what makes a toxic relationship?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah.
Uh, And it is maybe toxic moments. One is the result of the other.
Maybe you aren't toxic people, plural, but Sincere, I think you are a toxic person, singular.
Yes. Melanie, though, we'll get to the end of the week.
Yeah, she's not innocent for sure. We can't infantilize her. She's grown.
She is. We'll get to it. It's
We'll
later.
get to it. Parmita and Corbin talk. They also were one vote away from going home. Parmita thinks that Kenzie was giving her weird energy and isn't over Corbin and is being petty. Anaya and Carl talk, and Ian says something that's so funny. This is the only quote from Ian that I have, actually. He says, some people say that Carl is the perfect man, but I'm not buying it. Anyway, after rescuing a litter of puppies from a burning building and teaching a blind boy how to tie his own shoelaces, Carl is pulling a knife for a chat. And I was like, is that not how we see Carl? He's Superman.
No,
If
he's
Carl-
an angel.
He is. Like, he is portrayed as perfection. He's the perfect man.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, if you leave and you suck, I'm going to be so upset.
I know, right? It's like, you better not do anything that bad. Because look, he's human.
Yeah, he's a person.
He's going to do something. But like,
Yeah.
hopefully it's just not like crazy.
Yeah, hopefully it's not something like diabolical. Like, he is allowed to be a person. But since he came, Carl is like the epitome of like, wow, that guy is nice. And he just seems so all the way around, you know?
He does. I love Carl. He might be my favorite guy.
I think so. Definitely mine. They say they're happy to be a couple and they didn't get any votes against them, which is also very telling of their relationship.
Mm-hmm.
TT and Casey talk. She's sad that the Casa girls are gone, but they're happy that they got no votes. Zach and Kata, Trinity and Bryce, they all kind of say similar things like, oh, we're just happy that we're still here. So they all get ready for bed. And Sincere says again, he's talking to Zach, I think in the bathroom. He's like, I'm not in toxic relationships. I've just done toxic things. He's really sitting with this, Brandon. He's mulling it over.
You know, he said it enough times you would think he would hear himself and realize he's not making sense. But I don't think he listens to himself.
If you say toxic so many times in a sentence, at what point
as a descriptive word towards your relationship, what do you think it is?
What do you think that means?
And if his hand's like this, the internet points out whenever Sincere does this, it's because he's lying.
Man, somebody was like, people, I hope this is a lesson for people to really think about the names they give their kids.
That part.
Damn.
I think
Misnomer
that
for
might have been
sure.
Katie Maloney.
Oh yeah.
Because I think I sent it in the chat.
Oh, you might have. Okay, an icon,
She
a
said something
legend.
like that, if not. But shout out to Katie.
Yeah, hell yeah. Um, Corbin says he feels backstabbed because Sincere would say things and they would defend him and find out he was lying later. So that's wild work as well.
Hmm.
Sincere and Melanie sleep with a pillow between them. And then Trinity can tell that Kenzie's upset before they go to bed. And then in the morning, we find out that Trinity and Bryce fucked.
They did.
Ah, she said it was good.
That's good.
If you like it, I love it.
Right, well, that's the thing. I'm like, you know what? That's good that you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
That's an important part.
I was not expecting that. I was like, wait,
I
what are
wasn't
the? And then
either.
they just like let the cat out of the bag. I was like, okay, I was wondering what was happening there. Um, Melanie asks while they're getting ready. Melanie asks Parmita about her vote, and she says the boys tell Sincere that he downplayed things. Um, wait, what? Melanie asks Parmita about her vote. Oh, okay. Melanie asks Parmita about her vote, and at the same time, the boys are in the kitchen talking to Sincere, and they're like, "Man, you downplayed things." And Casey is like, "Did you really forget all that stuff?" And Sincere's like, "Yeah, I really did." No, he's lying to you again, I think.
He's exhausting. I don't know what else to say about Sincere.
Bro, Sincere sucks. Parmita tells Kenzie that she stopped Corbin from picking Kenzie and then got a vote from Kenzie. So she's naturally annoyed. And Kenzie is like, I am sorry. Like, she doesn't really sound sorry, but she's like, I'm sorry, Parmita. Like, I just had to pick somebody. I'm sorry. Like, but Parmita's big mad about this vote. This vote really rocked some shit.
It did.
Um, and then Kenzie does tell Melanie that she's upset while they're getting ready, and Melanie's like, let's just talk later. So Kenzie pulls Parmita and TT for some reason, and she apologizes. And she's like, she gets why they thought the vote was petty. Parmita doesn't want her like taking her feelings, negative feelings about Corbin out on Parmita. And she didn't like her reasoning to vote them. And TT said she picked Kenzie, but it wasn't personal. And I was like, wow, I didn't even notice that. I don't know why you're talking to them, TT. I don't know why TT was pulled too. But they move on. She apologizes. They decide to move on. Kenzie says she loves them. She wants to be sisters. It's great.
Remember this for the final Aftersun.
Sincere and Corbin talk, and Sincere, they laugh actually. He's just like, man, like, Sincere's like, I get why you voted for me. And Corbin's like, look, I was defending you while you were doing something else. And Sincere feels bad. Learning about himself is coming at the expense of others. And we've heard him say this already, but now it's coming at the expense of your relationships and your friends. So everybody. And then he says that he's learning that the truth really saves everyone at the end of the day. No more metaphors, Brandon. It's all lessons learned.
I feel.
The man was too stunned to speak.
I just don't know what to say about Sincere anymore. Like,
What
he's
else
just
can we
a
fucking
liar.
say?
Like, I don't.
And we just started. This is the first episode. We just started. Brendan has no words for Sincere.
Oh, still we rise.
Still we rise, I guess. Okay. Melanie and Kenzie talk. Melanie said she didn't have bad intent based on what on that, and she just feels like Kenzie wasn't done exploring, and she wants Kenzie to find her person. And Kenzie disagrees. She says that Dylan is the only one she wanted. And when they wanted to vote for Melanie, she tried to protect Melanie. And Melanie says that, like, look, you say I'm your bestie, but like, you're not my bestie, which is really crazy. I'll talk about it in a second. Melanie feels that there's some distance since Soul was in the villa, which is crazy because Soul has been gone for like 2 weeks. She said she felt lonely and that Kenzie wasn't there for her. And Kenzie feels really bad. And she was like, she wanted to comfort Soul and be there for Soul, but not at her expense. But Kenzie also feels like Melanie goes to Trinity and Kata and Anaya, or I think it was just Trinity and Anaya, more than she goes to her. And so they both kind of apologize and make up. And Kenzie actually cries a little bit and feels really bad about like Melanie saying that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why we have to be best friends with everybody. Not that they are our best friends with everybody, but I think the OG girls, the original like five that start, well, like not Bea, but everybody else, like they really like insist on like being best friends. And you really don't know, like you spend a lot of time with these people, but I don't actually feel like you have to honor that. You just met, you know?
Yeah. And not everyone needs to be besties.
Yeah.
But Kenzie just seems like the type that would call anyone her best friend.
That's what I'm saying. Like she really emphasizes being sisters and best friends, and I'm like, you don't have to do either of those things.
Right. And like, what are you doing that would make Melanie feel like a best friend?
I feel like PPG set a precedent that we've seen people try to repeat because Huda would say the same thing, like sisters, blah blah blah. It's like
Mhm.
if it's not organic, just don't force it.
Yeah. It's fine. Y'all can be cool. And maybe it could develop into a best friendship like down the line.
Yeah.
But
And I also get that they spend days together doing nothing but this. So I get how
mhm.
you can develop relationships fast. I just don't get why like it's like I'm your bestie and you're mine. I'm like, why are we in high school all of a sudden? Like that's I don't know. That statement gives me the ick a little bit. Like, oh, why are you
You're in
talking
my
about that?
MySpace top 5.
I'm on I have a what's it called? A streak with you on Snapchat, but not and but you don't have one with me.
Oh,
like
it's not even how it works, but still it happened. Oh,
Dylan and Carl talk about how hot everyone is, and Carl points out how hot Kata is, and then a text comes in, and I was like, "Ooh, Carl, what was
I
it?
mean,
Earth? I
facts.
mean, she is hot, but like, yeah.
It
I mean,
was
you can.
random.
It was. They're both just like, man, everybody here looks so good, and it's Dylan. Talk to somebody else, Carl, please.
They're Casa boys.
Oh, I forgot.
I
I was like,
forget
what is
too.
this closeness for? I like Carl. Stay away from him.
I like Carl.
That text made me be like, okay, Carl. Not the text, the comment about Kata. I mean, Kata is hot, but
Yeah.
anyway. They get a text, it's the couples karaoke contest, and they all warm up and rehearse. So I imagine that they all got to either pick a song or they were given a song. And then they spend the afternoon rehearsing, and it's very funny to watch them rehearse. Kenzie and Dylan do splits together, which is so funny because there was
Naturally.
an AI image of Kenzie doing splits with Corbin a couple weeks ago, which I thought was funny. Um, so they all get ready. They're excited. Enter Ariana in only a blazer.
She said corporate baddie.
Yes, she said, I am a judge today. I am a host.
Hmm. I saw it was a wink to her as Roxy Hart in Chicago.
Oh, of
Ugh.
course it was.
And then she
Of
had
course it
glasses
was.
because she had a sty. So she was
Oh,
covering it. And it's like, oh, poor Ariana. You looked great in
let's.
the glasses.
Yeah, no, she always looks amazing.
Hmm.
Um, they didn't recognize her at first
They
because the outfit
didn't.
was so different. I think Melanie was
It's
like,
like,
"Who is that?
who's this conservative girl with glasses?
Who's that lady?" All right, so Parmita and Corbin goes first. They sing "Dilemma" by Nelly.
I loved it.
Parmita, I thought it was so cute. Tell me your opinion, Brennan.
I just thought it was so funny. No matter what I do, all I think about is you. She was giving her all. She
She
tried.
was. She can't sing, but it was adorable.
Yeah.
Sometimes people can't sing. Sometimes people can't sing, and it's like, oh, please stop. But Parmita was like, aw. And then Corbin killed the rap part. And
He
then he
did
pushed
too
her off
decent.
stage.
He did.
I was like, slow down. I know the stage is small. I know you could clear it in 2 steps, but relax. So theirs was cute. Then TT and KC go. They do the Ain't No Mountain High song that we started with today.
They ate.
They had choreography too. It was cute.
Casey
Um,
sounded pretty good at the beginning.
he did. And so I was like, wait, I feel like they got a better song because Parmita like had a solo. This was truly a duet, you know?
It
And so the song
was.
choices were interesting. I was like, wait, this is kind of not fair.
Yeah. They seemed kind of fitting for the people.
Yeah, I wonder if you think they picked the songs for them?
Probably.
Yeah.
I would think, because some were a bit on the nose.
And then some were just intense songs like Zach and Kata got Endless Love. Oh my God.
Loved this song, would sing it down in Glee karaoke on the Wii. But they didn't take it where it needed to go. Zach was behind the beat. He was very
Mm,
late in his verses. And then Kata, I don't know what the fuck
poor
Kata was doing.
Kata.
There's
I
only you in my life. I'm like, Kata.
I was like, wait, that's really her true voice because she was raspy singing. I
She
thought it was
was.
cute, actually. I liked it. I thought it was cute. But no choreography, not a whole lot of movement. Zach can sing. It was a tough song. Endless Love is insane.
It was. But if you have passion, you can make it interesting. And they didn't.
They did not. Melanie and Sincere had You're the One That I Want. Like, that's such a fun, playful, easy song. It's cute. And then they had not a so Casey and Titi kind of did the same choreography at the chorus each time. Melanie and Sincere had choreography throughout. She was like, no, we're mixing up every bar. It was
She's like,
cute.
I've seen Grease.
Yeah, it was cute.
It was actually really cute. I actually thought Sincere did really well.
Yeah.
And like, it still fucks Sincere, but this was a cute moment.
It was. And we don't get confessionals really throughout this, but we get one from Melanie, and she is like, she felt so connected to him here. This was her favorite memory in the villa. It was like nobody else was there. Damn. That's crazy. Because we were all there.
Well, it's no
And then,
different than any other moment with Sincere he was performing.
oof.
That's all he
Get
ever
him,
does.
Brandon.
But this one was actually a cute performance. I'll give you that, Sincere.
It was cute. Yeah.
And I love Grease.
I do love Grease.
Should have been hopelessly devoted to you, but whatever.
Carl and Anaya go. They get Senorita. And Anaya can sing a little bit. You
You
didn't,
think?
Brandon. Better than everybody else.
She wasn't the worst.
Best
but
girl singer. Best
I
girl
love it when you call me senorita down in the hallway. And then I go da 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 da. They were
You
fine.
didn't like it? I thought it was cute.
I didn't like. I mean, I like them.
Yeah.
I didn't care for the performance, but I didn't think it was the worst.
And then they had like a little joke because she was like twerking on him, making a face like during it, like they were being silly. It was cute.
They did. It was fine.
Brendan is also in a blazer next to Ariana. He's like, no.
And no.
1 star.
I should have been. Oh my gosh. That would have been great. I wish we were judges there.
Oh my God, that'd be so fun. Except I'd just be like, oh, everybody. I am not honest when it comes to being in person. I can't be mean to people in front of their face. No.
I can. You can be the Paula.
Especially with something as trivial as singing. You know? Now, if it was Casa more recoupling and we had to give opinions, I'd be like, Sincere, you're dead wrong. Casey, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know what I mean? I would put my chest in it. But to tell somebody like, oh, you suck at singing, I'd just be like, oh, that was so cute.
I'd say it. I'd at least, maybe it'd be different in person though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like as far as like maybe it would even sound better in person.
Oh, I wonder.
But it's also about energy. And
Yeah.
did you sell me the song? Did you love it when he called you Senorita?
I don't think she loved it that much.
I don't know.
They're both a little, it was very rehearsed. So you could tell they were like, okay, 1, 2, and 6, and 7. It's Trinity's turn. And she tells Bryce that if they don't win, that he's going to be single. They get no air. And he picks her up in the middle so awkwardly. Now, why the fuck would you pick her up like that?
How do you expect me? Wait, but why can't she
Live
low-key
alone
sing?
with just... No, she can.
I thought they were cute and fun.
It was fun. And he like could not stop laughing. Like it was adorable.
And
He looked like a
dances.
Backstreet Boys.
He
I thought
did.
yeah, it was cute. He did his break. Bryce just wanted to dance, okay? Bryce was like, wait, I know how to do stuff, Trinity. Look.
He did the thing where it's like you jump over your own leg or something. I could never. But he
Wait,
did.
their dance is giving like when you and your cousins have a long day alone together and you make up a song and dance to show to your parents at the end of your hangout.
No, literally. And it was because Trinity just the whole time was just like, how do you expect me to live alone and just be? And I was just like, ah, you're so cute. This is amazing. I love this. 10 out
No,
of 10.
it was super cute. It was silly at first, and they locked in. It was cute. Then Kenzie and Dylan go, and it's "Don't Go Breaking My Heart." And Dylan is a performer. Okay, he screams at them at the beginning. I didn't
Well,
even
we knew
rewind to
that.
find out what he said. He just screams at them, and they're all like, "Oh." And then Kenzie can sing. Okay, I would say top two girl singers: Kenzie first, then Anaya.
I'd say Kenzie and Trinity.
You say
But
Kenzie and Trinity. That's fair. Okay, Kenzie, Trinity, and Anaya.
but Kenzie ate it up. They ate it up. I gotta give
Mhm.
it to them.
Yeah, and then she drops in a split and he jumps over her and it's so cute. They do some crowd work. They run out into the audience. I was like, wait, you guys
Ooh,
used the whole
ooh.
space. You're the one that I want. Wait, don't go breaking my heart. Yeah, that was a good one.
I couldn't if I tried.
Honey, if you get. Okay, I'm sorry. I digress. It's time to vote. So everybody has to rank on their phones, everybody from best to worst. Lots of ties here. Seventh place is Kate and Zach. Then Parmita and Corbin. Anaya and Carl and
I
Trinity
thought
and Bryce
Parmita and
tie.
Corbin got last.
What?
Did
Oh,
they?
I don't know.
Maybe
That's
not.
what I
It's been a
have, but
while.
it could have been
It could have been interchangeable with those. I would have put Parmita and Corbin before Kata and Zach. So if I
to be
misremembered,
last.
I hope.
But Anaya and Carl and Trinity and Bryce tie for fourth. And then Melanie and Sincere and TT and Casey tie for second. Kenzie and Dylan win. Okay. And so Ariana's like, congrats! Sit your ass down. We have shit to do.
I don't know if
Because
you
there was a
know,
vote.
but I'm wearing a blazer.
Which means I have business to attend to. And I'm not just here to play games with y'all.
Mhm.
She's like, don't get too comfy. We've been voting for the most compatible. The people who are safe. Anaya and Carl, Trinity and Bryce, Melanie and Sincere. Melanie and Sincere are surprised, as well as I am.
Yeah.
Compatible, Melanie and Sincere.
It's giving her a false idea of what we think because Melanie stands secretly hate her.
It's it's tough because you can like a person. I personally feel like if there was no prize involved and no voting involved and no whatever, you could just like come and go, that Melanie would have left already. I think Melanie would have left at Casa More. Like if you didn't have to be in a couple in Love Island, I think that she may have taken it as an out. Because what else can she do except be with Sincere right now? She can't do anything. She has to physically leave to get out of this. She has no options.
There are no options. There haven't been many well, she had options and she didn't take them.
Yeah, there haven't been any
Um,
bombshells after Casa. Usually there's a bombshell after Casa.
yeah, there's usually at least a couple. They really
We
didn't have
barely had
many.
bombshells this time.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, we brought all 12 of those guys, so there's no more men left.
Yeah. There's nothing else to do.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
like, I feel like Melanie's stuck. Would she unstuck herself? I would hope. But like in this scenario, what else could she really do?
she could leave.
She could leave.
But you know,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's complicated, but it's funny the Melanie stands that will come at people for slamming Melanie when
Yeah.
they're doing the cruelest thing by keeping her in this toxic relationship.
No, for real, because
Y'all are
that's a total
holding her
mind fuck.
hostage.
You are. You are. That's a total mind fuck to be like, wait, they're voting for us, but like I'm unhappy and I cry every afternoon.
Mhm.
And I'm still stuck here with him.
I'm still with him.
But they're happy that they're still there. And then there's one more safe couple, and it's TT and Casey, and they look shocked. So the not safe couples are Corbin, I said Carmita. Corbin and Parmita, Zach and Kata, Dylan and Kenzie. Zach and Kata are naturally surprised that they're in the bottom. Because they won the game, Dylan and Kenzie are safe. So the Islanders have to pick two people to save. Essentially, everybody picks Kata and Zach to save, except for TT and Casey, who pick Parmita and Corbin. So Parmita and Corbin are dumped from the villa. Parmita tries not to cry. Kenzie says sorry to Corbin. And then the guys go upstairs and Corbin starts to cry, which was when I was like, oh damn, this is kind of sad now.
Yeah.
And Bryce says, like, we broke the robot. I didn't know AI could cry. And I'm like, wait, why do you know that?
I saw something where apparently they've been calling him that since like week 1.
That's insane that like we would do the same thing. Because people are like, is production telling them? But I don't think they would. It's not
Or
worth it to them to carry a joke.
people share cohesive thought.
He's sad that he won't see them every day. He and Casey and Sincere talk and say bye. Parmita and TT talk and say bye. And then Trinity, while they're like leaving, Trinity asks for one more fuck bruh for the road, and then they leave, and that's the end of episode 29.
I was kind of sad they left. I thought they should have stayed.
I get why I want to know why Zach and Kate are on the bottom.
People don't like Zach.
I was about to say, I don't like Zach, but to put them on the bottom, I think that Zach and Kata's storyline is also like kind of dry and boring.
That
Like
part
TT
too.
and Kate, I think they're forgettable almost. Like you
I
went like,
agree.
oh, I got to vote, so it's like, so it's like Zach, you suck, and you're forgettable now because nothing's really happened. You know,
Yeah.
even
It's
their
just,
Casa Amor tiff, it wasn't really that deep.
yeah, it was just Zach sucked and then Kata forgave him very quickly.
Yeah. And I was like, all that being like, Zach, the angel, where'd she go? Just to be like, okay, like, girl, what?
You're perfect for me.
Anyway, why do all that then?
Mm.
We go into episode 30, and like I was just saying, Kata is confused why she was voted after Casey and TT, and even Carl and Anaya, because they have been there since day 3. And Zach is just like, I'm not sure. And she's like, look, we fought 3 times. Melanie and Sincere fight all the time. And Zach's like, maybe they don't think I'm good enough for you. And Kata's like, or maybe they think I'm rude as fuck. And so she goes to the confessional. She's like, I'm pissed, America. I don't get it.
Well,
I
it's
love
not that
Kata.
you're rude, Kata. It is because of Zach. So he
Yeah,
was
Zach
right about
sucks.
that.
He's just annoying. He's not
Um,
likable.
Yeah, but it's also like, Kata, just because you've been in a couple long doesn't mean that you're the most compatible
That's
and the
fair.
most popular.
Yep.
It's like the question was, who's been here the longest?
Yeah, that's how she sees it. Now, the Melanie and Sincere part tracks.
Yeah,
Because how we're
I
right there with you, girl.
that was above us.
No. Unfortunately, people like to root for. I mean, it's so subjective. We're literally rooting for Melanie only, but also rooting for her misery? Question mark. You know.
I'm rooting for none of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm rooting for her to be free, but she has to want to be free.
No, I really think that. Well, we'll talk about it. Kenzie and Dylan talk, and they're like, we're in the bottom, but we're happy because we're together. And we crushed the game. And they both think that they're very compatible. Casey and T, let me know if you can hear her because she just meowed again. You can't hear her at all?
I heard it a little, but it's really not that bad.
Oh, okay.
I
It's
didn't
like
the
in
first
my
time.
ear. Oh, okay. All right.
But it's okay,
Luna's just
y'all. If
hanging
y'all
out.
hear a cat, it's just a friend saying hello.
It's just Luna saying hi. I'll show you her later. If you're on YouTube, you'll see a cat sighting.
Mhm.
Casey and TT are sad that Corbin and Parmita are gone. And they're like, damn, we thought America hated us. And he thinks it's because she stuck beside him. And I was like, meanwhile, there's pics of you wearing her dress. So that's not what it is.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that's the reason. It's more just like y'all have, I think, Casey kind of had a redemption. He apologized.
Yeah.
We've seen like another side to TT. We all like grew to like. And they are compatible.
They are. They actually like each other. But I think the biggest thing was seeing Casey actually take accountability.
Mm-hmm.
Like we can see, and you can tell when it's genuine.
Yeah.
Melanie and Sincere are very shocked but happy. They like their intimate moment. And he said it was nice to kiss her again because she hasn't kissed him since Casa. Zach goes to the room alone to sulk. So naturally, Bryce finds his best bud and comforts him. And Zach says he's stressed and confused by the ranking. Um, we don't see them talk, but we do see them leaving holding hands. We don't see the conversation, but we do see them exit and they're hand in hand. Best buds. I just put the giggle emoji next to it in my notes. They talk outside and he wonders if it's because of Casa. And I was like, no, it's because you're annoying. Bryce comforts him and he said he doesn't want to make Kata his girlfriend here. And Bryce wonders if it's because of that kind of thinking. It's so interesting how the vote will like fuck with them.
Yeah.
And Bryce is like, maybe that's why we don't like him because he's not locking in with Kata. And Zach says he's like really happy he's still here, and he's happy with Bryce and seeing his sweet little face.
Good for y'all.
Oh my god. Trinity and Kata talk. Trinity is confused. How is it not Casey? And how is he top 4 before Kata? And she wonders if it's because of their like differences, the differences between Kata and Zach. And I'm like, damn, this is really gonna fuck with them for a while. They get ready for bed. Kenzie wonders how Anaya is liked more than her. Anaya and Carl. Kata thinks America hates her. Bryce says he and Trinity had sex. And Zach says, well, I saw your dick first. Yeah, we know.
Zach. We know.
I guess you remember it too. Damn, you really remember that. God. Carl says Anaya is, oh, it was cute. Carl and Anaya are in bed and she's like, I'm a grandma. And he's like, no, your pajamas are cute. You place on them. And they just like cuddle and I'm like, they're adorable.
They are.
It's the morning and the girls say they were all bumping and grinding last night. Kata's getting ready and she cries. We've only seen Kata cry, I think, 3 times.
Yeah, and she cries.
It's upsetting each time. Like her face was so flushed. I was like, nobody's giving her a hug. She's just talking, like sobbing. They probably did and we missed it. And she just continued to cry. She's really upset. And Trinity is like, just don't think about it. Like, I don't know what else you could tell her at that point. That's good advice to me.
Right. You're like, they didn't give us a reason why you were in the bottom, so there's no use.
And there's no use. Exactly. No, just like stop tormenting yourself. But I can only imagine how much of a mindfuck is to be like on TV and feel like people don't like you.
Oh, like, no, I could never.
I could never. I would lose my mind.
I'd be like, what do you mean?
What did I do? Kenzie and the girls talk outside. She's talking to TT, Melanie, and Trinity. And she asks them, like, hey, if we didn't win the challenge and, like, you guys had to vote, would we have gone home? Crickets. Melanie says, let's not think about that.
I don't think we should think about that.
I don't think we should think about that. Trinity is like, I don't like sending people home anyway. And then Kenzie says she feels that America hates her and she misses her family and she could really see Dylan with her and her family.
Do you know she always says the U.S.?
And not America.
The U.S. hates me.
That's so funny because I wrote it down as the U.S. hates her and I said America. So the answer is yes, right? Like they would not have voted for if the bottom two instead of like Kata and Zach and then Corbin and Parmita, if it was Kenzie and Dylan instead of Corbin and Parmita, I'm pretty sure Kata would have stayed.
Kata would have stayed. If it was all 3 of them, Kata would have stayed for sure. I wonder if they would have tried to do a split vote to save Kenzie as well, but probably not. So probably Kenzie would have gotten no votes.
Yeah, because that would have been an additional couple not voting, and I think that's only 4. or maybe
Yeah,
3. I don't actually remember.
something like that. So it would probably just be like, it wouldn't have worked.
It wouldn't have worked. The silence is deadly, man. They're like, oh, but you girl, your movie night wasn't great.
I don't think we should think about that.
Let's think about something else. Dylan and Carl talk, and Dylan wonders if America is feeling how he should feel. Dylan, I personally think Dylan wants a storyline because why? So follow me with the rest of this bullshit and tell me what you think. Dylan wonders if America is feeling how he should feel because she's repeated a pattern with 4 dudes and she only stopped because he was upset. And Carl said, if you see a pattern, that's fair to bring it up. And Dylan wonders what he's not seeing. The girls get a text and they're going to do a secret challenge. And so they have to get every boy to do a task. And this is also where I'm like, bro, we don't have things to do. What's this for? This is fun. It's funny. It's cute. But like, as we said in the beginning, we could have ended the season on Thursday.
Yeah. It was cute though, but I do agree.
Yeah, it was super cute. So they all get tasks. So one person has to make all the boys say French fries. It's Trinity. I'll just tell you how it happened. So Trinity says she's on some Spy Kids shit. She goes to the kitchen. A bunch of boys are there. And she's just like, do you like French fries? Blah, blah, blah. A bunch of them end up saying it. It's easy. She's got it locked in. She does her little kiss symbol and then they're done.
It was funny because she tried to because with Carl, she was just like, how do you say French fries in Mandarin? And then he like repeats French fries. And then with Dylan's dumbass, she's just like, hey, Dylan, say French fries. French fries. He's like, thanks.
Thanks. No, because when she was in the kitchen, she got them all to say it real quick. She's like, combo over. I got shit to do. And then she walks over to the rest of them. It was funny. One of them has to get a cheek kiss in the photo booth. So TT asks Carl and Dylan to go to the photo booth with her. And then at the end of their photo series, she's like, okay, give me a kiss. And they both do it. She's like, that was easy. Somebody has to ask for a drink or snack and send it back 3 times. So Melanie does it to Sincere. She asks him for juice. And she's like, I never ask for juice. And then she's like, I don't like this one. I don't like this one. I don't like this one. But he goes back and forth pretty effortlessly. And it was actually cute. And then she's like, perfect. This is great. And he's like, oh, okay. After 3 times, you like it?
Precisely.
I was like, dang, girl, you couldn't have even gotten like close to the kitchen. She's like, no. She sat
He has to walk.
far away. I know that's right. Somebody lost something and they have to search the villa for something that doesn't exist. And it's Anaya. So Anaya tells Casey, like, look, you owe me one. Help me find my glasses. Casey does not want to do this, but he does. And he's just like, why did she ask me? And then at one point he's like, I've never even seen you with glasses. You don't wear glasses.
This was actually really funny.
It was. And then they find a random pair of sunglasses. And she's like, that's it. He's like, really? He's looking behind every pillow in the villa. And there's a lot of fucking pillows, okay? One person has to get 2 boys to give her a back rub. And Kenzie does it. She asks Dylan and Carl to work on a crook in her neck. I guess, oh, well, we already know, actually. Carl is in PT school. And then Dylan is just there for shits and giggles. So it worked out. And then one person has to get somebody to do their makeup. So it's Kata. And I can't remember how they get Bryce to go upstairs, but Trinity and Kata go up to like the dressing room with Bryce. And then she's like, Bryce, blend this in for me. And then he tries to like do her eyeliner, and it was actually cute.
It was a funny moment.
It was. And then they have to convince all the boys to jump in the pool. So Kata starts to rally them, and Casey and Sincere don't want to do it. Melanie starts kissing Sincere. She's like, get your ass up and jump in this pool. She's like, all you have to do is just kiss him a little bit, and then he'll do whatever you say. And then they do it. And then they tell all the boys the secret of their challenge. It was cute. It was.
I prefer these challenges to the
Same.
food ones.
Yeah, like this is way better. Kenzie tells Zach that she thinks America hates her. And Carl tells Dylan that he does have doubts and was feeling down when they got votes, and that he was pushing his feelings about Gaul under the rug. She wonders if he thinks, and then Kenzie is telling Zach, she wonders if he thinks that they're in the bottom because of her, which is crazy because they kind of are pretty much, right? Like it's because of Kenzie. And I mean,
Yeah.
Zach sucks too. Zach's not, I mean, Dylan is not like
Yeah, no
that
one
great.
really likes Dylan, so it's a good combination.
Yeah. Like Dylan sucks and like Kenzie, like, come on.
Yeah.
Um, Kata and TT talks. TT wants no hard feelings because she voted for Parmita. Also, it's
Um,
crazy that what's this about?
they were talking about, oh, weren't they talking about how TT was surprised she wasn't in the bottom?
Oh yes, I said. Also, it's crazy that TT was in top four and Kata wasn't. TT says she in early episodes that Zach was exploring even after being intimate with her, and she wonders if that's the reason. And I was like, "Dang, TT, you didn't think Zach was annoying as fuck?" Because I would have said that he was annoying since the beginning.
He was. I
Um,
wonder, but even Kate is just like, well, that was early days.
that's exactly what she said.
And it's like, was it that early?
No, it was.
It
Yeah.
was like week 3.
When they had sex, I thought it was like the end of the first week.
It was like week 2 or 3,
Okay.
I
Okay.
think.
Well, Kata says she doesn't want to think about the reason anymore. She's done. She's like, I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about it anymore. Um, if Kata could, it's so funny because like I love Kata, and we've seen all these videos of her in high school doing TikTok dances and like fighting people and stuff. And it's so funny how you can see her scrappy personality here. She's just like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
whatever, fuck
I don't give a fuck.
it.
Ugh.
Zach asks Sincere how to be officially dating with Kata. And he says, or he talks about wanting to be officially dating with Kata. And he says he's not sure how to ask. And Sincere wants to be officially dating with Melanie. So they kind of brainstorm a little bit, two clowns just trying to figure shit out. Dylan and Kenzie talk. It's really annoying. Okay, I don't have that much more. I was like, I hope I didn't write that much more about them. Dylan and Kenzie talk. He says that he was sad this morning for being at the bottom and he's afraid of being part of a pattern of hers and he hopes to make it to family weekend. And she says that she hates that he thinks it's a pattern and she has made plans with him outside of the villa, that she hasn't made with other people.
It's not a pattern. Can I just say it's not a pattern?
With Kenzie?
Yeah. Because she lied to Caleb. The fucked up thing was Caleb and Corbin. I feel like she misled Caleb and was kind of being like, oh yeah, I wanna like I could see you in my life and like all this, and but really she liked Corbin the most. I get that. When it
Mm-hmm.
comes to this, she was very upfront that she liked Gaul and wanted to explore Gaul, and then after they kissed, she told Dylan.
Yeah.
Now
Dylan
the
just,
fucked up thing was to Jen and the fact that it was Gaul of all
right.
people. But I don't think she did anything wrong to Dylan, and he needs to get over and stop trying to victimize himself.
I agree. I think when she picked Dylan, she picked Dylan. But I think the pattern that he's talking about is always her being in some kind of love triangle.
Well, it's
And
the
then,
final
like,
week, so there's no more people, so you don't got to worry about it. But maybe in real life.
that part, like, can we move on? Because here's the thing, this was a problem like before movie night, and I think it ended on movie night. A couple days have passed, and now Dylan wants to be mad again. It's like
He just won't let it go.
he won't, and it's like, wait, but why are we still talking about this? And if you, I mean, yeah, just go figure it out, I guess. The fuck? I don't know. She's like pretty committed to you now. There's nobody else here. I think the only thing left to do is leave and see if it'll work. Right?
At that point,
Yeah. She says she doesn't like the narrative is out there about her. And then she like Carl told her the conversation that they had earlier, so she doesn't like that. And in her and then like later he's like she was really defensive in that conversation. I was just like, I
we were
mean,
being annoying. So
you were. So Dylan then tells Zach that he wonders if the pattern would continue if there was more time. So now we're doing hypotheticals. So instead of
oh,
instead of embracing reality, he's like, hypothetically speaking, let's say Casa Moore was in the middle. We had 3 more weeks and more bombshells came. Would she keep going?
probably she
She
should.
at this point because you suck. And he's like, she got defensive when I talked, and I wanted to call her out on it because her word really doesn't mean much. Okay, so you don't like her then.
So that,
Then,
yeah,
then
why are
just
you with somebody you don't? Or would you explore if more bombshells came? It sounds like it.
yeah, come on, because you're not liking Kenzie right now. And then he starts to pretend to cry again, like he did last couple episodes. And he's like, usually, like, I just keep my feelings on the inside, but I really need to talk about this. And I'm like, ew. And Zach's like, I could see you really upset about this.
Did he have tears this time?
No tears, never any fucking tears. With, and listen, ugh, I don't like it. No, I don't like it at all. I don't like any of this. You're allowed to cry, but like, cry then.
At
You
that,
know,
right? Like
just
all
cry,
for males crying.
but
But
like, actually
actually
cry.
cry. Don't give me this fake shit.
Kenzie talks to Kata and Trinity and recaps the pattern thing, and she tries to explain. And then like Trinity is just like, look, I think that like after seeing it on movie night, he just probably needs some time to figure it out. And Kenzie's like, well, I don't know what else to do. And I agree with her, because what else can she do?
Right.
She's exclusive with you. And she's like, I feel like I just keep getting the repercussions of exploring. Sincere and Melanie talk. She's never saw things will look outside of here. And he is like, look, I will never make you feel like that again. And like, look, I see you as my future fiance and my future wife and the future mother of my children. And like, I like really like am like I'm locked in with you. And she's just like, oh. And she believes it and they make out.
That was a threat.
You see me as what?
If
Future
I
what?
were Melanie, I would have jumped off the dock and swam
Swam
home
home.
because my life is in danger.
Brandon, she's gonna be so like I think she's already embarrassed, but she's gonna be so embarrassed when she finds out that like Delta and different airlines are like, Melanie, if you leave Sincere, we will give you free miles. We'll give you free flights for a year. Like she's getting like so many people online are like, Melanie, please.
I can't. Teffy called out the brands. She was like, stop using her pain to like mark as a marketing campaign and all of this. And I'm like,
It's
I
kind of
get
funny
that.
though. I,
But also, she doesn't need to leave him.
She does. I mean, yeah, I think it'll be embarrassing to see maybe later. I would love it if the brands like still supported her regardless. So it's
That
not just them
part.
using like, okay,
Yes.
stand on business and then actually give her a brand deal after this. She's a
Yes.
model. Have you seen her pictures floating around? I saw an old
Gorgeous.
Navy. Melanie. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, don't use her pain. I mean, it's like kind of funny. It's like that's just what you do in marketing is you just like jump on a trend or whatever. But yeah, it would be great if you like still supported her after the fact.
That part.
Zach and Kata talk. He wants to be dating properly when they leave. And she's like, yeah, like I don't want to jump into like being like in like boyfriend girlfriend, but like I do want to like be exclusively dating you only without being called boyfriend and girlfriend. And I'd like to see how it looks outside of the villa. And she agrees. And they're like, wait, so we're gonna do this? And they're like, yeah, so we're like just dating now. And I was like, so what were you doing before?
Is that not what you're doing now?
I understand him not wanting to put a title on it, so maybe just don't do anything? Question mark. And this becomes an area of contention later.
I hate this.
They're both happy about it.
That's all that really matters.
Yeah.
I
They
guess.
know what it means.
I wonder if Kate is actually happy.
That's a good point.
But we
Because
can
we
get
see her
more
react
into
to
that.
something later. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dylan and Kenzie talk again. Okay.
Oh my
He
God.
brings up how, okay, so this is his evidence. You told me that you want me to be with your family and that you haven't told that to anybody else, but you said that to Caleb. And she's like, no, I didn't. He's like, yes, you did. And I was like, did she?
She said
Brandon?
I could see you in my life or something like that. Like you would fit perfect. But she told what's his name? Dylan that she wants him to meet her mom. So like
Kenzie just be talking, okay?
he just talks.
She's just a talker. Oh man. I cannot
But I get
confirm
the
or
slight
deny.
difference.
It is different, yeah. And I love how he's like, "You did," and she's like, "Okay, I guess."
Fine.
She feels he doesn't trust her, and what she says isn't good enough. And he's like, "Look, this is hard for me." And he makes like a crying face for a second. I was like, "Okay, now you gotta fucking stop. You need to stop. Stop it right now. Enough. Enough of this." He's like, "This is really hard for me, and I can't let these things go unnoticed." And I was like, "That's crazy because this is your umpteenth conversation about it. How is it going unnoticed?"
We're doing nothing but noticing it.
She said she wanted to be with him day one, and he's like, "So then why did you kiss Gaul after?" And she's like, "I told you, a kiss is a handshake." That's not what she said, but that's what she should have said.
And also, like, she said she wanted to get to know him. Sometimes that involves kissing, and she told you right after. Get over it.
Yeah, like my thing is like his interpretation of her kissing means something different than her. She was like, "I just kiss people to see the chemistry." That's valid on Love Island.
It is. And especially if she was hiding it, it would be fucked up.
Yeah, but she told you.
Yeah.
And then you cried, and she was like, "Oh, damn." That would have given me the ick, but everybody has their own reaction.
They do.
Like you're allowed, and here, I don't want to sound like men can't cry. You're allowed to like be upset and be emotional.
But cry.
I think Dylan weaponizes his tears and they're manipulative. I don't
He's
actually think he's genuinely. Yes, he's 100% acting.
It's an actor.
He's practicing for something.
He wants to be Matthew McConaughey so bad, but he can't.
And he was like, "You did the same thing with Caleb and Corbin," and he's like, "I don't know how I can trust you," and she's just like, "I don't know, man." Meanwhile, Zach and Kate are in the kitchen, and Kate is just like, I think she's been reassuring him, like, and then Trinity is like, "Yeah, he needs to move the fuck on." And Kenzie explains, she's like, "I'm different with you, like, I'm not sure how to move on, and like, I don't know what else to say." And he's like, "Well, like, I just need to see actions behind your words." And she's like, "Again, like, I like you and I can see myself with you later, but like, we can't build on this if you don't trust me and if you don't believe anything I say, it's not gonna work." And I was like, "Hell yeah, Kenzie, get him together." Because what actually could she do?
Nothing at this point.
We're talking in circles, and that's the end of the episode. So we get to episode 31. Kenzie and Dylan are still chatting, and she's like, "We're just talking in circles." And he finally is like, "You know what? I just want to move on. Like, you getting upset shows me you care about me, so I'd like to move on now." And I'm like, "That's all it took? Damn."
Great.
Wonderful. They get a text, "The Hideaway is open." Who should go to the Hideaway? Who should have gone to the Hideaway, Brandon?
Bryce and Trinity or TT and Casey.
Yes. And who ends up in the Hideaway, Brandon?
Melanie and Sincere.
Why the fuck would they do that?
Because they hate her.
See, the villa is like, but that's the thing is I really feel like the girls are just like, we don't want Melanie to go home.
Well, tough titties. It's the last week. My God, y'all. It's the last week. Y'all are about to go home anyways.
She's damned. She literally has to physically leave, and she's not going to do that. So, yeah, they go to the Hideaway. Yay. They look around, their champagne, they cheers to moving forward. I was like, that's cute. No. Trinity and Bryce talk. He feels like what they have is so special. He says this a lot. "Man, our connection is just so special. Like, we have such a good thing." And she's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Yeah. And I just felt so much joy after seeing you after Casa." And she's like, "Yeah."
You know what I noticed with him, though? After Family Day? He does that with, like, everything. Like, even his family. He's like, "Oh, she must have been so excited getting ready to see her son." So, I'm like, okay, Bryce.
He's an observer, and he likes to share his observations. But Brandon.
Yes.
After this conversation, especially, it really made me wonder, man, do these people like each other? Because Bryce is talking, Trinity's just like, yeah, we like each other, yeah. And they are they agree. And that's it. Like, I don't see any, like, depth. I don't see any, like, real... I think they like each other for sure. But I don't really think, like, it's deep, like, or love.
It's just a simple, like...
Yeah, it's just a simple, like, I think they are friends. And, like, maybe it looks different for them, but... So Trinity is just saying, Trinity is always talking. And in this conversation, she just says yes the whole time.
Yeah. Yes. Um, I think they just like each other. Like I agree. I don't think it's that deep. I do think it's kind of the same conversation I feel like we see with like everyone else except for the people who are having issues.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So
Because
I'm more like producers, can we like is there deeper conversations? Like you can show them.
that would be nice to see. I would really love to see that because we've seen this one before. But yeah, like, or a prompt or something, like maybe instead of a scavenger hunt, we're like maybe instead of karaoke, they had to do a challenge where they like remembered stuff about each other and like that one,
Yeah,
you know?
that would be nice.
Yeah. Carl and Anaya talk. She's thankful to have him by her side. He has like this bracelet thing that he's explaining to her is like kind of like a Buddhist thing, and it's like something that helps keep him grounded. They talk about the future. She wants to visit him, and he's like, for PT school, I have to stay in my state for 3 years. Like, are you okay with that? And he's like, long distance can be hard, but if you're committed, it could work. And so every chat, it seems like it's getting better. She says every chat makes her feel he's so real and personable. So I really like Carl and Ian. I think
I
that
do
they could have
too.
something solid. They
I
match each
agree.
other's vibe for sure.
They do. They're cute together. I'm rooting for them.
Yeah. Back in the hideaway, Melanie and Sincere are being all shy and giggly, and they get in the bed and chill. And I'm like, man, nobody used the hot tub this year. Nobody went outside. They went to
They
the hideaway
did.
and went straight to bed.
They did.
Remember last year, Ace put a heart in the sand? Oh,
Oh
I hated
yeah.
him so much. Fuck that guy. Or his character on Love Island. I don't know him outside of that, but I wasn't a fan. Anyway, she late then like we see time passes and she's like, "What do you think your mom like thought about this?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm getting cussed out for sure."
Mm.
It's like as long as you know. So they have their fun. Everybody gets ready for bed. Kenzie and Dylan recap their chat to like their respective parties. She is now upset about the things that he said, but he is no longer upset. And then Melanie and Sincere have fun in the hideaway. In the morning, Anaya gets a text, which I think is great. They knew to send it to Anaya because I was like, I don't know how no like it looked like they slept for an hour. It was dark.
Yeah.
Anaya gets a text that like it's the girls' time to like go away for something fun. And so she goes to wake TT up. TT screams.
That was too funny.
She goes to get Kata, and Kata is a rock. And she's like, like shake her hard to get her ass up. And the boys just keep sleeping. They have to go get Melanie. They crawl in the hideaway and get Melanie. And they all go and get dressed and they leave for a getaway. The boys wake up confused. The girls get to go to a water park and they just play in water slides and stuff. And it's like actually really cute. Most of them look inflatable. And I'm like, what kind of park is this? I've never seen such a thing.
Same, but I really want to go.
I hate water parks.
I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know why I said that. I haven't been to one in how many years? But that one just looked fun.
That one looked fun. I think water slides are so unpredictable and they scare me. Like a roller coaster, you're in a seat and you should stay there. Like water slides, you can like, you know what I mean? There's too many
True.
variables.
The enclosed ones are better.
Oh, what? Worse. That's terrifying. I don't want to be trapped in a tube.
Well, yeah, but then at least you won't fall out.
Oh my god.
Well,
Or I could get stuck and somebody behind me could hit me.
how would you get stuck?
I don't know. People have gotten stuck in tubes before. And they're dark. I don't do that either. I
You
don't
know
do any
what?
of this shit.
We're gonna do a water park visit soon.
We could vlog it. You just watch me be scared on shit.
Conquering our fears.
I was gonna say something else. Oh, and how you have to like keep your arms and legs crossed. So maybe I shouldn't do it. Maybe we shouldn't be doing this. If I have to like keep my body a certain way or something bad could happen. You know what I mean?
Well, like if you're in a roller coaster, you have to stay buckled. It's the same thing.
Yeah, because I'm gonna take my buckle off on a roller coaster.
I'm just saying, there's precautions for everything.
And I met a girl once who didn't keep her arms crossed and she had to get like surgery and all this stuff. She's like, yeah, whenever I go to water parks, I'm always like, yeah, look. And they're like, hey, this is an example. Cross your fucking arms. I'm like, no, turn the ride, close the park. What are we doing? Anyway, the girls have fun at the water park.
They do.
Sincere wakes up and the boys see him and they recap the hideaway. And he's just like, it was nice and quiet. We just vibed. And they're like, you didn't do anything? And he's like, I mean, we did stuff, but like not like that. Whatever. The girls are at the water park. They're thankful for their experience. They say they're gonna be friends for life.
We'll see.
So nice. No, you won't.
Oh.
Melanie recaps the hideaway. She's like, we did a little something. Kenzie recaps her like tiff with Dylan, and she says she's been saying sorry all week, and she just wants to move forward. I was like, honestly, girl, I want that for you too. Dylan talks to Carl, and he says that he was in a rough patch, and it's been a lot of highs and lows. He really wanted Kenzie to take accountability, and she did, but she didn't say sorry. He feels like it was a very defining moment, and I thought we were done with this.
I did too. I thought you were over it, Dylan.
I thought we were over it.
I guess
At the
not.
water park, I guess not. At the water park, TT says she loves her some KC, and they're like, love, and she's like, no, I mean, I just love me some KC. So you love him?
It's different.
I guess.
If you love being with him, but you don't love him, yeah.
Okay, let me know that there's different ways to say you love somebody. She says that's her man and that they can tell that they're all like, yeah, he like really likes you. We can tell. And I was like, I bet I don't think Anaya cares, but that would bother me a little bit.
It's just got to be naturally awkward.
Yeah.
Like, well, I was with him for like 3 weeks. And
yeah.
Now he's never known happiness until he met you, I guess.
That's insane. And she's kind of the only one in that scenario. Nobody else really is. Yeah. It's like, damn. She's
but
like,
her having Carl at least helps a little, I think, or a lot.
I think so. And I do think that Anaya is able to like move on. She has not backtracked. Well, we haven't seen her backtrack or say anything different since. So she stands on it. When she moves, she moves. TT says that he would be the first boy she's ever brought home, and she starts to cry, and it's actually really cute. And she's like, he's the first person to make me feel wanted. And I was like, oh. So him choosing her, yeah, it was a really big deal for her.
I like that all the girls were there for her in that moment. They've come such a long way.
They really have. And I really commend Titi for it, because people have been talking about her online, bringing up her past, whatever. I think that her actions speak pretty loud. Like, she had a moment with Trinity. She apologized. She owned it. She didn't even need to be prompted to do so. Like, Titi, I fuck with her. I like her. The Villa Boys are hanging out. Casey says that he and TT are the real deal, and he really wants to close off. And he like dives into, he like jumps on Zach and Bryce or whatever. And he's like, I want to make her my girlfriend. And they like start brainstorming ways to do it. At the water park, Anaya says she's happy with Carl and that they have plans. Trinity says that Bryce was like really locked in on her face when they talk, and like he stares at her, and she notices how he always looks for her around the villa and stuff, and she really likes him. And I was like, that's the stuff I want to hear. Now he's like a dog. Bryce is giving golden retriever a little bit. So, but Carl is a golden retriever. Bryce is like kind of one.
Yeah.
Kata spills that they're exclusive, but it's not a situationship. Wait, I missed something because she did this already. I can't remember when. I'm sorry.
She spoke to Trinity after it happened and said she was exclusive, and Trinity's just like, "What's that?" And then Kata explained, she's like, "So a situationship?" She's like, "It's not a situationship."
So Kata does it again. She's like, we're exclusive, but it's not she says, we're exclusive, but it's not a situationship. So she put it out in the ether again.
Yeah, because Trinity ended up being just like, I'm so happy for you. Like, da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah. But now Kata, that situationship comment really bothered her. And so they all, instead of like kind of celebrating this moment, they're just like, situationship, what does that mean? And so they kind of get off track. And I'm like, Kata, why would you say it like that? Just say we're exclusive.
Yeah, because now it's a debate of whether you're in a situationship or not. And
What do you think?
Hmm.
It's not a situationship
I
to
wouldn't
me.
call it a situationship. I would call it a way for Zach to not fully commit.
Commit to her. Yeah.
Yeah. Which he's
They're
been
essen-
doing this whole time.
right. I mean, they're essentially closed off. Like
Which
they're just exclusive, which everybody is.
that part. So it's just kind of like, why are we making it a thing? One. But two, it's like I was listening to some podcast and they made a good point. If you don't have the title boyfriend and girlfriend, it gives you more leeway. And
Mm.
like there's more ambiguity. Despite it basically being boyfriend and girlfriend, there's so much levels to dating that it's like talking, and then you're doing this, and then you're exclusive and you're only talking to each other, and then you're only dating each other, and then you're boyfriend and girlfriend. It's just like at that point, because I think guys like Wes Wilson will try to not put the label because they don't want it
Ooh,
to hurt. But what they don't
ooh.
realize is it's not the title that makes it hurt, it's the
Right.
actions.
Yes. Yes.
So
The gag is Zach is annoying, but I actually think he likes Kata and fucks with Kata heavy. And he's like, I
I think
haven't
he
been in a
likes her.
relationship. Yeah, he's like, I haven't been in a relationship in 3 years, so I don't want to rush into it. I think that's kind of fair.
Yeah.
I just think he didn't need to do anything, though. I don't know
Yeah.
why he wanted to do something.
He
I think
wanted a
he,
cookie.
I, I think what Zach should have done is been like, Kata, bless you. Kata, I really like you. I like you a lot. I haven't been in a relationship in a long time. So, like, I want us to take our time, but I want to leave here with you. I want to pursue this afterwards. And I'd love for us to take our time, like, continuing to develop this. People are closing off in here. I'm obviously with you, but, like, I just want us to take our time. I would have respected that so much better than whatever this is.
That would have been a little too emotionally mature.
Yeah, I don't think
That would
he's
have
got
made
it
too
in
much
him.
sense.
It would make too much sense.
Because that's valid.
That's easy to do. Use your words, Zach. How old is he again?
He is, let me look it up real quick. Because I don't think he's the youngest by far. Or by far. I don't
26.
know.
He's
26.
26.
Yeah, like and Kate is I think like 24 or something. Probably
Yeah,
around that.
Kata
Um
is 22.
oh, 22.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they're interesting. But yeah, the nuance behind what words mean matters today in this episode. Um, and then all the girls say this was their favorite day. They all love each other so much, and they leave the water park. The boys help KC like create riddles and stuff for how he's gonna ask TT to be like his girlfriend. The ladies return, all the boys are really happy, and they all like kind of separate and talk. And Kata tells Kenzie that the situationship thing really bothered her. And Kenzie agrees that like it's not a situationship. That's not what it is. And Zach comes and they kind of like talk about it with him too, and he agrees like that's not what it is. And I really just think that Kata is upset that they're not exclusive, like that they're not boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah, I think she wants more, and then she's worried about how it's being perceived because they were voted near the bottom, and now people think they're just in a situationship.
Right. And Kenzie and Dylan chat, and she all of a sudden, I don't know what happened because this is essentially what Dylan asked for earlier, and Kenzie does it. She validates his feelings. She takes accountability. She says sorry. She does all the things that he said earlier that she didn't do. And he's like, wow, like, she's like, I really want you to believe me. And he's like, you know what? I do now. I believe you. And hopefully this is fucking done. Okay. Kata tells Zach that she's upset because of the comments, and she starts crying, and she's like, man, like I was so happy for everybody with all of their things, and I know if I was with my family they'd be happy for me. And she's just really upset, and he kind of comforts her. And she's just mostly disappointed with Trinity. So we see Melanie and Naya and Trinity talk, and Trinity is like, that is a fucking situationship. That is a situationship. She's like, if you're not exclusive and you're just seeing people like, and I'm like, she's like, you're either boyfriend and girlfriend or you're not.
Which that I
Um,
agree with.
yeah.
I still don't
And
view it as a situationship, but also people they have different definitions for that.
they do. And Trinity is like, it's just a long talking stage. And Kata says, like, Kata is saying, like, she wishes that they would support her while, like, she's not in the conversation, whatever. And then at the end of the episode, we see TT go through her obstacle course. So it's pictures of with Casey with different things. He's got pans, he's got sand, he's got stuff. And so she follows around the villa. And at first she's just like, what's happening? Like, what is this? And then she kind of catches on and she gets really nervous and stuff. And then he finally meets her on the dock and everybody's watching and recording. And he says that she makes her feel, or she makes him feel like he hasn't ever before. And he wants her to be his girlfriend. And she says yes. And she cries and it's really cute. And that's the end of the episode.
It was really cute. I did thread. I just find it funny how in Love Island, asking someone to be like either closed off or boyfriend girlfriend is treated like a proposal.
No, it really
Like they really
is.
go all out.
They do. I mean, I commend him for wanting it to be special.
Same.
And by they really go all out, it's Casey really goes all out because nobody else really did anything different.
Not this season, for
Not
sure.
this season. Bryce had a date planned for him and took the opportunity, but he didn't do that.
No,
You know what I mean?
his was arguably the most like natural though.
It was very natural because it was just like he was just like, okay, I'm ready. I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, he's like, I'm feeling this. And it's just like, okay.
Yeah.
That's like
The
the
way
most
there's
realistic.
definitely.
Because even like, what was it? Like last season, when Ace and Shelly finally became boyfriend girlfriend for that brief period, he did like this whole like production.
Yeah, he did. But I feel like he kind of had to because of like the situation.
Yeah.
If I asked somebody to be exclusive with me, I think I would want it to be like cute, but maybe not like over the top, not like proposal level. Yeah, like Ace's, oh, will you be my girlfriend was like a proposal level thing.
Yeah. I don't know. I go back and forth. Hmm, I would like either. I don't need a big thing, but like a traditional one, sure. Like,
Yeah.
well, not to be like exclusive or dating, maybe proposal, but I
Yeah.
also wouldn't mind a casual proposal via stepmom with the ring on the string, and then he made the ring go on Julia Roberts' finger through like a string.
What movie is this?
Stepmom,
Oh, haven't
very
seen
sad
it.
movie. That's beautiful, and I love it. Um,
Wait, the one where she was the OG mom was sick, right?
Susan Sarandon.
Oh, I have seen that.
Very sad, but beautiful. And her and Julia Roberts come together at the end. It's amazing. Y'all should watch.
So nice, so nice.
But with that, let's jump to the final two episodes, three if you count Aftersun, but we'll just briefly talk about Aftersun. It was a great final episode of Aftersun, though, I will say. So I encourage everyone to watch.
Yeah.
So episode 32, TT and Casey, they celebrate being boyfriend and girlfriend. They're cute. I really like
Yeah.
this moment. And at the end of episode 31, it was announced the vote where we have to vote for our top four.
Oh yeah.
And after TT and Casey doing this, I was like, oh, they're for sure making it.
Yeah, I didn't
That's
even
what I
think
thought
about
at
that.
least.
Yeah.
So then Kata and Trinity chat. Trinity asks why she was crying, and Kata tells her about being hurt by the situationship comment. And Trinity says where she's from, that's what it's called, but it shouldn't matter what she or anyone else says because they're just outsiders. If she's happy, that's all that matters. And which is true. But she does apologize for hurting her.
Mhm.
And she just wants them to like date already. And they make up. Kata feels better. I thought this was a great conversation.
I think so too. I like it when I like Trinity. Like I feel like Trinity stands on business. She's like, this is what I meant, and this is what it means. But also, I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings. I feel like
Right.
you could do both. Explain your. You don't have to like be like, oh, I lied. I didn't say that, or like, oh, I didn't mean it. And so she's like, no, I meant it.
She stands on it, but she's just like,
Yeah.
but I hurt you, so I am sorry.
I'm sorry for hurting you. Yeah.
And Kata receives it very well.
Very well.
I love it. I do like their friendship a lot, so I'm
It's
glad
cute.
they made up.
I actually think they're friends.
I do too. Everyone gets ready for bed. Melanie says she's seen a change in Sincere because he didn't kiss and tell, I guess from the Hideaway. He doesn't have to. It's on camera.
I was about to say he did though.
And like basically, like even if he didn't get to the specifics, they know what
They know something happened.
the bar's in hell.
The bar is in hell.
Um,
Melanie, what does that even do for you? Oh, he didn't tell anybody that we. So
that's where we're finding positivity.
she's looking for wherever she could get it. She's scrapping up bits and pieces.
I guess. So then the next day is Family Day.
Family day.
I like Family Day. I think it's fun and it's nice to see people's family.
It is. I love seeing people's parents. Like, oh, you look
Hmm.
or siblings or like whoever visited. It was like cool to see like the way that shit gets real when your family is involved is kind of insane. Like
Hmm.
like I have been watching you all summer play in my daughter's face, right? Like, oh, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's different when it's like you're somebody's daughter, not just like a, you know what I mean?
I didn't
It
just
hits
show up
different.
on this earth like Adam and Eve style in a bikini.
There's people who fuck with me heavy that saw you. You know what
Someone
I'm saying?
birthed me and they're
Mm-hmm.
coming.
Mm-hmm. To talk to you. Oh.
Uh, but the first family we get is Bryce's mom and grandma, and Trinity's sister and mom. And Trinity's crying. It's really sweet. And Bryce calls them the most important women in his life.
Mm.
And Trinity's mom says the girl she left at the airport is not the woman she is today. She believes the relationship because she's seen them both cry. She's like, Trinity doesn't cry. So
Yeah.
she's crying about you. It's real.
Yeah. Or
And
she's sleep deprived and stressed, but yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's all in the same bucket.
It's like there's a lot of reasons to cry. She's away from home. She's stuck. They don't sleep. It's like a lot.
There's a lot going on.
It's a pressure cooker.
Um, Bryce loves a fiery personality that stands for what they believe in. And Trinity was worried about the age gap at first, but not anymore. Because there is an age gap of like
Eight
8
years.
years. Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's like she's 22, he's 30. I think 8 years is not nothing, but I think in general, depending how old everyone is, it's not that bad. In this case, it's a little mainly because, okay, she's 22, he's 30. I was talking about
Yeah.
this at work. It's just that they're in different stages of their lives.
Yes. Yes. Like Trinity is very young. Like she just like she like I don't know where Bryce is in his career or whatever, but like that's definitely a difference. I think maturity, they match each other. I think they both
Yeah.
have similar value. Well, I don't know about values, but they're like have similar mindsets.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
And he doesn't read as much older than her.
He doesn't. He doesn't.
So,
It's hard when people talk about age like this. It's like if it was I don't
if
know.
it was like she was 30 and he was 38, it would be like nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it would be something, but it wouldn't, like, you're both like in your
It wouldn't be as
30s.
yeah, 22. I personally think like I have this thing that I say out loud to myself because who cares? I'm like no one should get married before 20 or no one should like settle down before 25. Like I feel like you need your
Okay.
20s to learn about yourself, to explore whatever. I guess you could do that in a relationship. But like people who get married at like 18, 20, 21, I'm like you've barely had a chance to like
Yeah,
be a young
never.
adult. Like I think you should have a chance to be a young adult. She can be a young adult with him, but it might limit her from being able to be a young adult. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Like go have fun. Like go do shit. Go try stuff. Like
He is a DJ.
I didn't know that until this. I was like, you DJ where?
You know, now that I think about it, this is not even as big of an age gap as Amanda and Kyle from Summer
Yeah, it's
House.
10 years. I was gonna say we don't know. I don't know, but yeah, it's either 8 or 9 years because she's 22 and he's 30 right now. But I don't know if they just changed that age or if they're both gonna turn. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But they do, I agree, match each other maturity wise.
Yeah.
I think ultimately it's not that bad. Would I date somebody 22? No. Um,
Yeah. Okay, that's a great example, Brandon. Okay, we're both 31. I wouldn't date a 22-year-old.
no.
I
I
wouldn't date
want
a
someone
23 year
older than
old.
me or my age. If they're a couple years younger, fine. But I don't like being the oldest.
Yeah, I wouldn't date some if I was on an app and someone's 23 and I matched with them, I'd be like, "Oh my God,
I'd
that's
be like, this
scary."
is weird. Especially
But
because when you think about it, they're born in like the 2000s. I'm like, what?
yeah, what like, oh, we're not gonna get the same references. You use social media differently.
They didn't know what Jungle to Jungle was on Aftersun. You
I
don't
don't know
know
what that
either. You don't
is.
know anything.
I don't know
I'm
anything.
just kidding.
I'm chronically offline. But like I think about it like this. Yeah, yeah, 23. Oh, but here's the thing. I wouldn't date. I wouldn't talk to somebody who I matched with online. But if I was out in public and I vibed with someone who was 23, would it be different? And because that's the scenario that they're in right now,
Yeah. And
before
Trinity,
knowing their age.
yeah, and Trinity doesn't get like I guess she
She's
does
so
give
mature.
22, but in some ways she doesn't. So I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
She's
But
also
and same for
Trinity.
Bryce. Same for Bryce. If we never knew their ages, I wonder if we'd be like, wait, what? He's that old?
Yeah,
Only his hair looks old. The rest of him doesn't.
that part. But we'll see. I've said I think they'll last a year or two, which
Are
is
you?
fine. But
Yeah, I don't. I don't think they're gonna make it to a year. I don't think they're gonna make it to 6 months.
oh damn.
I personally think that I
Do you
don't
want to
think they
bet
like
money?
him. No, I'm too. I just moved. The last time I bet you money, I lost, so I learned my lesson. What was the? Oh no, I think I told you. You were like, you said this, and I was like, I would never. I'm so Kenzie coded. I just be saying shit.
Oh, it might have been when you called our setup something.
I said it was yeah. That was. Let's not talk about the past. But I don't know. I don't think they're gonna last. But who knows? We'll see. I think it's either gonna be short or it's gonna be like a Nick and Olandria situation where we all don't know what the fuck is happening.
Which I would argue is the best way to be.
Yeah, because it's a private relationship. I don't need to be all up in your business and stuff. Like,
Hmm.
go, you know.
You know what I could see happening?
Hmm.
I definitely think if or when they end, I don't think it'll be on bad terms. I could see if they broke up and then years down the line somehow found their way back to each other.
Oh, I could see that too, actually. I could see
Mhm.
that. I could see
But do
that.
you think they
Yeah.
would end on bad terms? They just
No, because
both seem to be like mature and
they're
like
very mature.
unless something bad happened.
That's what I'm saying. Like Zach, Bryce would have to. Damn, everybody is Zach. Every white man is Zach in my head. Bryce would have to do something really bad for them to end on bad terms, and I don't think he would because we've seen him tested in here, and he hasn't done anything. You know.
Agreed.
Um. Yeah, but I don't know what the longevity is. I really feel like she might be. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. We'll
We'll
have to see.
see. But
We'll see.
I like them both individually, so I
Me
want
too.
nothing but the best for them both.
Yeah.
Especially because Bryce's grandma is a star.
She's so
She's
funny.
funny as hell. She's like, take these kids to the hideaway. You're fighting nature. I'm like, okay, grandma, come on.
Not nature. We know what you're talking about, but damn.
And then she even said something like they split off and like they're talking to their own families, and Bryce is talking to his mom and grandma, and Kenzie's like, we love Bryce. And then his grandma's just like, even his turtle tongue.
I was like, Grandma is chronically online. She's clocked in.
Look, I've seen
And
some stuff about
Kenzie's
the
like,
grandma.
yeah.
She's a real one.
No, he even said so himself. He's like, I love my grandma. She keeps it a buck.
She does. And Trinity's mom loves her too. She's just like, she'll fit in with the
Yeah.
family just fine. And Trinity's like, yes.
Yeah. No, it was so cute to see them together.
Some
When
people
his
were
mom
saying
put
that
him
they're.
on her.
Oh, yeah, no,
Oh,
you go.
good.
Sorry.
No. People are
You
saying what?
go. You
No.
go.
No.
No, no.
No.
People were saying that the grandma's like Trinity, and that's why he likes her so much.
Oh, honestly, yes, they have similar vibes, or they're just like funny and silly and playful.
Hmm.
I like that. I was gonna say it was cute when his mom put Bryce on her lap.
Oh, yeah.
And
That
he's
was.
he's like, I'm embarrassed. I'm like, no, you're not. You love it.
You love it. Shut up.
It's so cute.
Uh, but that was sweet. I really like their families together. I was like,
Mhm.
aw.
Yeah.
Next we get Anaya's sister and mom, and then Carl's mom and sister. Stunning families all around.
Yeah. Yeah.
Carl ran to them, and it was the sweetest thing.
Yeah, it was. I was like, Carl, you just got here, but no, but he didn't. He's probably been away from his family just as long as everybody else.
Yeah. They're all talking, and Anaya's mom was just like, I don't know why the fuck she didn't pick Carl. I was like screaming at the TV, like, why aren't you picking him?
Yeah, she really like when they went one on one, she really was like, what happened there? Like, explain. And then she's like,
Yeah.
why are you crying so much? We don't cry. There's this thing Black culture where it's like you're not supposed to like show emotions, and it definitely typically comes from your parents. Disappointed, whatever, but I was just like, damn, like you guys have this girl isn't a fucking pressure cooker. Like
Yeah.
she's gonna cry, let her cry. It's okay for her to cry. No shade to her mom, but I was like, let's normalize tears. Like it's okay. It's so funny
Right.
because Dylan cries, and I'm like, stop it. You guys know what I mean.
Well, because
Like
Anaya cries and there's tears.
yes, and she's like, and like not that he didn't have a reason, but like we actually see her processing some really like big feelings. It's okay for her to
Hmm.
cry.
Yeah, I agree.
Hmm.
But the families are supportive, and Carl's mom could see Anaya as her daughter-in-law from day one because she's grounded and she takes care of everyone.
Yeah.
Um, it was really sweet. But then also Anaya's mom comes through and it's just like, okay, with the Melanie and Sincere, you're not being a good friend to Melanie. You're like, you want her to stay. And then also, you're not being honest about Sincere because he's your friend. And I think her sister was just like, you have to act like you're talking to me. Like, what would you say to me?
Yeah. And I was
And
like, damn.
true.
I was like, wait, I thought this was about her, not Melanie catching.
They're like, now, wait a minute.
Yeah. No, it's facts though. Hey, what do you think about when parents say stuff like that? Like I could see you as my daughter-in-law. I could da, 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 da. I kind of don't like it. It's a
Um,
lot of it's
it's a
just a big statement.
it's a big statement because it's so early. Like maybe if
Yeah.
they were dating for like a year,
Right.
but
It's a lot of pressure.
I mean, hey, if it
They're
ends
doing
up
it.
happening, then
You
that's good.
manifested. Hell yeah.
um, so there's families are supportive and it's sweet and they leave. Sincere's freaking out.
As you
As he
should.
should, right. Melanie tells Titi she'll be shocked if her mom feels a way towards Sincere.
That's insane.
Mm. We get Casey's mom and sister, and then Titi's mom and cousin. Titi's like, "How do I look on TV?" And they're like, "You look good." And I'm like, "That's funny, real."
Period.
But they tell them that they're official, they're boyfriend girlfriend, and they're happy for them. Casey's sister really likes her and the connection, and happy to finally see his personality.
Hmm.
Um, their family visits were a little more understated, but it seemed nice.
Yeah, his mom didn't say much.
She didn't. Some people were taking it as she doesn't like TT. I think it, I mean, it could be, who knows? I think it could also just be maybe she doesn't want to be on TV. Like she's not as comfortable with that.
Yeah, and he alluded to her being quiet. Like my mom doesn't. She's a woman of few words. He said something like that. I thought that maybe she was gonna say something about how he treated Anaya, but they did move on.
Yeah,
But yeah, that was interesting. This was the shortest one we saw.
it was. But they seemed overall supportive.
Hmm.
We then get Kenzie's brother and mom and Dylan's mom and best friend. They talk about how they're both goofy and they like each other. Kenzie's mom says likes her. Wait, Kenzie's mom says he likes her dad. He's like her. Oh, he's like her dad. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Which we see a little of the dad at one point. He like FaceTimes. I couldn't get a vibe if they're the same, but if she's saying it, maybe it's true.
Mm.
Um, Dylan's mom tells him that Kenzie didn't do anything wrong.
No, thank you. Get him together.
Thanks.
You're overreacting, bro. Chill the fuck out.
Honestly, she's like, so anyways, she did nothing wrong. And I'm like, clock it.
He's like,
Um,
yeah, mom, but it's like part of the show. You have to like make a storyline, like for views.
she's like, enough.
Stop it.
Kenzie's mom cries because Kenzie had a hard week and she wanted to be there for her. It was
Mm.
sweet.
And
Um,
Kenzie's just like, ah. I thought Kenzie would cry too, but she was just looking at her like,
I can't cry anymore.
I can't cry. I'm done.
As they're leaving, Kenzie does pull Dylan's mom aside and says she cares about him a lot and felt bad. And the mom's just like, it's all good. You did nothing wrong.
Yeah, no, I think it really started to fuck with Kenzie. She's like, wait, am I a bad person? Like, what's going
That was
on?
really big of Kenzie, though. I actually really enjoyed Kenzie a lot this episode.
No, she did. And that message from her dad, my God. I was like, if my dad said something like that to me, it was just so sweet where he was just like really empathizing with her. He's like, you see me and your mom together, but we had moments before were together and we had our own journey and everybody does. And I was like,
Yeah.
They like love Kenzie bad. Like you could tell like she's got a lot of people in her corner who like really support her.
Yeah. They're a good family. I like it.
Hmm.
Um, we then get Kata's mom and sister, and then Zach's brother Charlie and his
He had to
sister.
bring Charlie. Hi,
Of course,
Charlie.
they didn't even finish asking Charlie if he would join when he got the call. And he was like, "I'm there. I'm there."
He's like, I'm actually in Fiji already, just in case you need another alternate.
And he somehow had his shortest stint in the villa this episode, as opposed to his other two, but not short by much.
Not sure by much.
Um, Kata's mom does call him out about the hideaway bombshell joke, which clock it.
Yeah.
They tell them they're exclusive, and the mom's like, "Isn't that boyfriend girlfriend?"
Thank you. You understand why the words are confusing too.
We get a random clip of Bryce saying that Charlie has a more aggressive face than Zach, and I thought that was just funny.
He does.
Kata's sister was iffy at first and clocks him for saying stuff like "I love you" and saying it's a joke later. But overall, the
Yeah.
families love them together or
I was like,
like them
no,
together.
Kata's sister, say he's annoying. Oh no, she did also mention the bombshell stuff, like the comments. It was
Yeah.
like the comments and then him saying like, I was like, yeah, somebody help her see it.
We'll see if she sees it once they're released, which
Yeah.
they already filmed the finale. Today is Sunday, so the finale airs tonight.
Mm.
But I saw a picture of them all getting out of a van, or not all of them. I saw it was Anaya and Kata. So they're officially like done and like getting out and about.
Okay.
Um, but then the final families, we get Melanie's sister and mom, and Sincere's dad and brother. Melanie's crying, and Melanie's sister says she has a lot to talk about with her beloved, which was a funny callback. Comedy queen.
And Sincere's
Um,
like, oh, yeah.
Because Sincere tries to apologize, and Melanie's sister's not having it. And Sincere's dad says he's rooting for Melanie, and that what Sincere is showing is not him. Says it's unacceptable. And he's standing on business. And he's like, I came here, I wasn't going to come. I'm here to let it be known that I don't support what Sincere has done.
Period.
I'm like, mm. So the family separate. Melanie is shocked at her sister, and the sister gives an emotional talk about how he's going to slow her down and he's playing you. And
Mm-hmm.
remember that girl that left Philly? Like, he is not going to do anything for you.
Mm.
And this was such an emotional moment. Like, it was truly like, I'm looking at you. You're my sister. Let me let you know. He is
Yeah.
playing you.
He's playing you, girl.
And Melanie's crying, but what Melanie does, she's not hearing what she wants to hear.
Yeah.
So she goes to her mom because she thought her mom would be understanding. But even her mom's like, your heart is sacred. Like, I get making a mistake once, but like, how many times?
Yep.
Like, that's a non-negotiable.
And that heart is sacred thing. It's like, yeah, like, girl, you're a prize, Melanie.
Yeah. Melanie asks if they'll think he'll change outside of here. And the mom's like, why would you give him another chance when there's others waiting for their first chance?
Ooh, ooh. Damn. And this is where you can really see Melanie is like, she's like, she wants him. She wants him. She's like, what about this? Okay, but when you look at, okay, what about that? And it's like, girl, no. What about nothing? Her parents, she should have left with her sister and her mom.
It'll get worse outside the villa.
Yeah.
She should have left with them, or the sister should have stayed.
Right.
Sincere's dad, like, okay, we're skipping pleasantries. I came here to correct you. You got to move better. I wouldn't sit at a table with anyone who acted like you. And Sincere's like, I've learned so much at the expense of others. And the dad's like, why are you moving like that? You got to learn how to build Melanie and the relationship back up.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, he needs to leave.
Yeah, he needs to stop trying. No, I think the dad was like, what is it? Are you afraid of commitment? Like, what is it? And, Sincere doesn't answer questions. He just speaks in like whatever, blah, blah. But I was like, Dad don't play with Benjamin. He is standing on business, okay? He was like, son, what the fuck?
Didn't he give a glove analogy, Sincere?
Oh, I don't fucking know.
But he was keeping it real with him, which I appreciated.
Yeah.
Melanie's sister says she only came because she saw Melanie crying, I think after the movie night, and says if
Mm,
her person's not here and she deserves better, he has shown you multiple times that he will not change.
mm-hmm.
So they're letting them know.
Yep.
And they leave. They were the only families not to take a photo booth picture together.
Yep.
They also don't have an official group one that was posted on the Instagram.
Yeah.
It's the nighttime. Everyone's getting ready. And Sincere tells the guys about the beloved comment the sister made. Kata, Bryce, and Zach chat. Zach talks about being insecure growing up with Charlie. Bryce opens up about growing up with his mom having to work multiple jobs. It was a nice kind of moment, just getting
Yeah.
the to learn more about them. Melanie tells Anaya and Trinity about her sister. And Trinity's just like, Ashley should. That's how your sister should be.
Yeah.
And then Anaya's just like, she tells her what her mom says. And it's just like, I have to be real with you. You don't deserve to be with someone toxic like that. And then Melanie's like, well, I wish I heard that earlier because I've been hearing Team Sincere all this time and it's confusing. And I'm like, do you wish you heard that earlier? Would that have changed anything?
Would you have changed? Would you have listened?
I didn't like her saying that because it felt like she was trying to flip it on Anaya. Was Anaya being a bad friend saying Team Sincere? Yes.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, girl, you had as much information as Anaya, and you're the one
Yeah.
in it. You're an adult in this situation. You're watching this all back. Also, her words shouldn't have that much weight, and clearly they don't have that much weight. You only listened to them because they were supporting what you actually wanted to do. Your own sister and mom couldn't get through to you,
Yeah.
so Anaya definitely couldn't either. So it's just you just want to go with what you want to hear. And then when no
Yeah.
one's saying what you want to hear, at the end of this episode, you say, I'm just not going to listen to anyone.
No, I understand how it's disorienting for her to like hear like, okay, yeah, go because Anaya has told her in the past, like, remember she didn't want to sleep in the same bed, and Trinity
She
and both
said
of them
they're
were like,
toxic. And
yeah,
they like giggled about it. So it's like, okay,
yeah.
you were toxic and you were laughing and enjoying it.
So yeah, I'm sure this is a total mind fuck for Melanie because also, what else can she do? She's stuck. There's no exploring left. There's nothing left. So she would physically have to leave to get out of this. So what can she do? You know? But hang on, wait till the end and drop him as soon as she can. I bet you in 2 weeks. So if they're already out, like you just said, if they've exited, I bet in a week or two we're gonna see that Melanie is single.
Look, I want that.
Yeah,
We'll see.
we'll see.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
But Anaya feels like a bad friend for minimizing his actions and Melanie's feelings. And I'm just like, Melanie, you got to use your own discernment as well.
Yeah, it's not her
Um,
fault, but like, yeah.
Kenzie tells Dylan how his mom said she wasn't wrong. And then Melanie and Sincere chat. And he took everything as constructive criticism. And he's like, should I have taken it as bad? And I'm like, yes.
Your dad asked you, why are you like this? And you think it was a positive conversation? I don't understand. Sincere has a problem, Brandon. The way that he will just avoid accountability, even when it's like clearly accountability. Like your dad is saying, what's wrong with you? And you're like, man, was that feedback I received?
That was
I thought my dad
constructive
was
criticism.
complimenting me. I thought he was just making an observation about stuff I did in the past because I'm not that guy anymore.
It's interesting how things get construed in his brain.
Yeah.
She says how her family's very disappointed. She's never seen her sister like that. And she says if he's willing to fix it, he needs to realize it's going to be a lot of work because he not only needs to fix it with her, but her family. It may take months. And he says, okay, I'm going to do it. And I'm like, you're lying.
You're lying, man. You're a fucking
He
liar.
didn't even believe himself. The way he was looking, he was disassociating.
He's like, yeah, whatever you say. Yes, yes. Yeah, we're going to eat dinner tonight, right? That's what he thinks he's saying yes to.
Right. Anaya tells Trinity they don't see everything and he may fuck up, but she's rooting for them. And Trinity's like, I support whatever Melanie chooses. And to which I say, y'all might see more or whatever, but it doesn't, even if you see more positive, it doesn't make the negative okay.
It doesn't. Like I really don't understand. After movie night, how are you guys on Sincere's side at all? I think that they are also like, what is she gonna do? Leave? She can't leave. I
She
think
could
that's the
stay and just
mindset.
break up with him.
She could be single and vulnerable.
Well, it wouldn't even, it would just be, they'll be like a technical couple,
Yeah, like
probably.
we're in a couple, but we just don't fuck with each other. She sleeps in
Yeah.
soul ties
Huda
because he
and
would
Chris,
never. Hood and Chris.
they broke up finale.
Wait.
Moon
Ripper.
River.
I saw people online being like, they gotta bring that lady
I
back.
saw that too. I was like, please.
Wait, what if Melanie and Sincere break up on their last date? Oh, that'd be so epic.
I'd like it.
I would love that.
I wouldn't be
Mm.
mad.
Mm-mm.
Um, Melanie is ultimately going to be true to herself and not listen to everyone. She wants to see life outside the villa, even if she looks like a dummy.
All
You
right.
already do, though, is the thing.
Cool. Cool, 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 cool. You like it? I don't. Actually, I don't love
I
it.
don't.
I don't.
But it's just like you're waiting to see if he makes you look like a dummy, but he's already made you look like a dummy.
Right. And you know that. You're like,
At
I'm
this point,
embarrassed, Sincere. Do you remember that day? I'm embarrassed, Sincere. You embarrassed me. Melanie, do you remember that day?
and it's
Yes,
also
you
just
remember.
like at this point, it's not even Sincere doing it to her. She's doing it to herself.
Yeah. You have agency, mama. You could say no. You can say bye.
Mm.
You could say fuck off.
So then that's the end of that episode. We go to episode 33. Honestly, I don't have too many notes because it was kind of
Yeah.
boring and we skipped the challenge.
Yeah.
But we're gonna find out the final four. We have more of Sincere feeding Melanie bullshit about wanting to fix things. He's just saying words with no weight. She looks like she doesn't even believe it. And she even tells Anaya that. She's just like, he's saying the right things, but something's wrong. Literally his whole experience in the villa.
Come on, girl. Listen to the words you're saying.
Bryce comforts Sincere ill. Anaya asks Melanie how she solely is feeling about everything, and Melanie just flips it back to how Sincere's feeling.
She loves it. It's toxic AF and she loves it.
She does. Everyone gets ready for bed. The next day, Melanie tries to convince herself she's not stupid and has never made the wrong decision. And she's like, when in my life have I ever made the wrong decision or something like that? And I'm like, look, in this villa, you haven't showcased those characteristics.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe in the real world, we'll see.
Yeah, no, the way that she and Sincere leave their family chats and they're just like, what was that noise in the wind? I think something passed by, but like I heard some noise, but I'm not sure what that is.
I don't know. So, anyways, we're gonna be together. They do a gross food challenge. We skip it. They get a text about dinner together, and it says it's gonna be family style. And Trinity's like, "What does family style mean?" And Bryce is like, "It means together." The food looked really
Wait,
good.
what's Jungle to Jungle?
A movie
Oh,
with Tim Allen.
George of the Jungle?
No,
Okay.
that's a different one. You should look
All
it
right,
up.
I
It's
don't
a
know.
great movie. The reference
Okay.
was great, Teffy. If you're listening, I understood what you were saying.
Oh, damn.
But the food looks really good. All the girls look great. There's pleasantries, blah, blah, blah. Melanie's talking, and then they get a text, and it's about how America's voting, and they voted for the top four. And they have to open a fortune cookie to reveal their fate. Carl and I go first. They made it to the final four. Bryce and Trinity go. They made it to the final four. Kenzie and or Melanie and Sincere go. They made it to the final four.
And they're surprised. They're like,
should be.
what? What do you mean?
Kenzie and Dylan go. They didn't make it. Not shocked. And then Casey and TT and Kata and Zach open theirs, but Casey or TT reads hers, and they didn't make it. And I was actually shocked by this.
Yeah, okay. Between Zach, because of the last vote, between Zach and Kata and Casey and TT, you would think that Zach and Kata were disliked because they were on the bottom before.
Mm-hmm.
But somehow it changed, which is crazy because Casey and TT had a big relationship moment. Zach and Kata had half of one. not even a real one, and they're on the in the top.
I think what it was, I think it was the fan base of the core four because
I think it was rigged.
I don't think it was because it's like I thought, well, I don't know. But there's someone said online, it made sense. It's like when it's like a competition show, like there's a lot of legal and things involved. Like they really can't fuck around like that and like
Mm,
rig anything. But the setup of voting for your top four, and if the core four fan base came through,
ah,
it probably gave them more votes. But I would have thought Casey and TT still would get a lot of votes.
core four, because isn't KC core four?
No, it's the girls.
Oh, girls only. Okay,
Yeah.
period.
Because no one cares about the guys. It's all about
Yeah,
the
no.
girls.
I was gonna say Casey has been there, but yeah, yeah. And so this has sparked a lot of discussion where people are like, yeah, if Casey didn't leave Anaya, then they'd be on the top. Casey and Anaya did not vibe. He should
At
not have
all.
played her. That's bad. Oh, we know that. But like they weren't compatible, I don't think. They argued all the time. They didn't really seem to like each other that much.
Agreed.
So
Um,
that narrative's dead.
that part. And it's just like, look, I thought Casey and TT deserved it over Melanie and Sincere. I blame the Melanie and Sincere fan or the Melanie fans
Yeah.
because they're voting for that toxic ass couple because they
Right.
like
Like
her.
right, like it shouldn't even be a discussion of Casey and TT versus Kata and Zach. It's
It
like,
should,
why are Melanie and Sincere
that
here?
part.
And then that's a mind fuck for her. So now she's gonna have this big romantic moment with Kate, with Sincere. Why did y'all send them to the hideaway? Why did y'all do any of this stuff? Because she's gonna continue to get locked in. It might take her 4 weeks to break up with him now.
She's like a month now, maybe. Fuck.
A month. I think she's got a lot of unpacking to do.
Hopefully by the reunion at least.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see. I was shocked by Casey and TT not making it, but regardless, I'm a little over this season, so I'm fine with whatever. I want
Yeah.
Bryce and Trinity to win anyway, so I'm like, whatever.
Did you peep how boring this week was, low key?
Yeah. Oh no, yeah, it was very
Nothing,
boring.
nothing happened. It was like boring before Casa. Then we had Casa. Now Casa's over. Everybody's locked in. Like these people alone are boring.
Yeah.
Trinity is great. She carries. Some couples are cute. They carry. But other than that, it's like it's not very fun to watch.
Yeah. The final week is usually pretty boring, but like this one especially was. That's the thing with this
Mm.
season, and we were kind of talking about it. We enjoyed this season more than season 7.
I did,
Um,
yes.
because I stand by it. Because I think even this season had lows, but when it was high, it was
It was
high.
high. Yeah, and I would prefer to be bored than annoyed and irritated.
That part.
It's like last season really pissed me off.
I'm like, I can't do this.
Yeah, yeah.
But Casey and Anaya have a sweet moment where she says she's happy he found someone, and he says she deserves to be in the finals. It was very sweet.
Mhm.
The girls tell TT she's hard not to like, and they're all good, and they hug her. I'm like, I'm glad at this.
Yeah.
Kenzie does a final clam slam. Beautiful, no notes.
I think Trinity asked her, give us a clam slam for
And
the
she's
road
like, I'll
or
do
something.
it.
We saw her panties. I was like, I mean, we always see her in a bikini. It's not that deep, but I was just like, damn, Kenzie.
She's like, it's why I wear underwear. Um,
There's an edit on Threads of her doing various splits to My Way, and it's so fun.
oh my God, I need to find that. Uh, it was beautiful, but that was the end of that episode. Then we had the Aftersun. It was a great last episode of Aftersun. If anyone hasn't watched it, I recommend it. Teffy and Sierra got really vulnerable and cried about like their dating experiences and like Melanie and all of that. Parmita was interesting.
Tell me about it.
She like got mad at Corbin for not wanting to like be physical the night they got back. And he's like, I was physical. And she's like, I wanted more.
Interesting.
She finds interesting things to get upset about. But then with the interview, it was kind of funny because she was like, I know Corbin's hobbies and everything about him. And Sierra's like, what are his hobbies? And she's like, oh, fuck. She, It was
Oh my
funny.
God. Oh, Parmita, unfortunately, you haven't watched Sincere on TV. You have to like say prompts for things you can't show, right? Like, I know how to sew, like those things that you don't have to prove in real time, Parmita. That's how you lie properly.
That's how you get caught. Um, that was funny. Kenzie's interview was great. She's really like taking everything in stride. She did a split. She was very likable and like
Hmm.
fun. I loved her dress too.
Yeah, somebody, or I think Jalissa or Asia or both were like, "Oh, we like Corbin more on Aftersun."
Kenzie.
Corbin. Oh wait, that was last Aftersun.
Or no, it
Sorry.
was this after they said
Wait,
it.
was
Well, we
Corbin on
said we
this one?
liked Corbin, but I was talking about Kenzie, and they said they liked Kenzie as well.
Oh no, and I was just adding that
Oh yeah,
people
yeah, yeah.
also liked Corbin more.
He was. I liked him more towards the end of the show. I don't know. He's an
Yeah,
interesting one,
he is. He
but
stands on business. He's just like, no, I like her.
he does.
And it's like, okay.
What else happened? Casey and TT, they were nice. They were very empathetic with Casey because I think he was kind of having a hard time with seeing a lot of hate comments. And they were just
Mm.
like, this doesn't define you, like, and all of that. It was very nice.
It's tough because he was being annoying for a while. He was talking shit for a while, like for
That
a
part.
week. So I'm sure the hate comments piled up. But I really feel like he took accountability. Brandon and I do not troll and we don't support trolls. So
Mm-mm.
don't do it. Like, it's a TV show. We don't really know these people. Like,
Right.
leave them alone.
Leave him
Ceasefire.
alone. But what else? I will say TT was liking comments on Instagram about how it was rigged by production and all of this, and I'm just like, don't be a bitter Betty.
And don't get sued, sis.
That part, I'm like,
You got a
wrong road,
contract. Yeah,
wrong road.
relax. Relax.
And then there was a funny moment. They were all on stage, and Parmita tried to check Kenzie again and was just like, you said you loved me, but you don't love me. And Kenzie's like, I'm sorry, I was just saying it because I do want to be your friend, but you're right, I don't love you like that. And I was like, eat her up.
No, when Kenzie is pushed to the fire, she'll be like, you know what? Actually, yeah.
And yes,
Like how she had to get Dylan together. She's like, I don't know what else you want me to say to you, man. I can If you don't trust me, maybe we shouldn't be together.
that part. She does not. I appreciated that moment because I'm like, Parmita, I was kind of in your side in the villa, but now you're being like annoying.
When people leave, they get some. It's a hit or miss.
It really
Like the
is.
fact that Coco is on Sarah V commercials.
Hmm.
Like, what do we?
Because
How?
she was on Beyond the Villa for some reason.
Mm.
Um, but so that was that pretty much. Again, I recommend watching Aftersun. It was a great episode and watching all of them. But I think that was it for this week of
Yeah.
episodes.
So we've got our final four.
Yes.
Okay, I want to ask you, out of the final six, so include Kenzie, include TT and Casey, who do you think actually loves each other? Like has the biggest like connection, strongest connection?
Mm, I Bryce and Trinity or Casey and TT.
Yeah, I was gonna say Casey and TT over Bryce and Trinity, actually. Granted, I haven't seen a whole lot of deep conversations with them either. I've just heard it.
Yeah.
So who do you want to win?
Bryce and Trinity.
Me too. Well, I would actually really like Carlin and I to win. I know they won't. And then I don't know how I forgot to vote because we were together. We went live on Patreon, and Jalissa and Asia have opted out of voting because in silent protest against this season.
I wonder if they
And I was
actually
like,
didn't
no,
vote.
I'm
I
pretty
gotta
sure
ask them.
they didn't. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna vote for Carlin and I because I want them to at least get second place, and I completely forgot to do it.
I do want them to get second
I would
because
love
I
for
do
them to
really
get
like
second.
them.
Yeah,
But Bryce and Trinity, I just think their stuff is stronger, and I feel like they had like a really nice journey
yeah,
throughout.
yeah. I think they're gonna win for sure.
Yeah. But with that,
Yep.
Can't wait for it. The
Alas.
finale's tonight. We'll be covering it. We'll probably be recording Tuesday night, so it'll be out Wednesday. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
This has been great. I've enjoyed chatting with you, Maggie.
So nice,
Yeah.
Brandon.
I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
And I'll talk to all y'all later. Bye, y'all.
Bye.